I'm trying a new intro sequence and it's completely thrown me off, but also the fact that my hat is mid gravitational collapse, and also that when Rob turned his camera back on, it flipped him and Cotton for reasons that are not apparent to me. So let me just solve that problem real quick. It's a day. Things happened. I got a lot of complaints, but none of them feel like they're worth sharing. They're all petty and minor. I'll say this. Let me tell you something. It's been a while since I told my mom's story, but here we go. So tomorrow, my mom leaves on like a 20, 30-day thing. It's a walking tour onto a cruise, onto a boat tour, onto another cruise. It's basically just an infinite cruise. And I was looking over, so she sent me her itinerary, and I was like, and then I got to the end of it, and I was like, what the fuck is this bullshit? She has the unlimited drink package. Those of you who've never been on a cruise don't understand what this means. Okay, so they charge you for every soda that you get and stuff like that, unless you get the unlimited drink package. It's like $100 a day, but it also includes alcoholic drinks if you're 18 or older whenever you're out. So apparently, she signed up with a group of like 100 people, and so the organizers of that group are all getting the unlimited drink package for free. So now my mom got like 20 days of free alcohol. Oof. Unlimited free alcohol. And there's like 5 sea only days on this cruise, and there's one day. Let me tell you something. Cruise companies buy private islands. Sometimes they have 2 or 3, but mostly it's just one. All the employees live on that island. There are literally no civilians. Everyone that lives there is an employee. It's like a bar and maybe a second bar to provide competition. Like one will be like an island bar where they sell drinks with umbrellas, and the other will be like come get your whiskey and lager and get it served out of the taps and big cold frosted drinks. Divide it like that way. So there'll be maybe 2 bars and a bunch of shops with overpriced crap that you don't have to pay any taxes on when you get back to your home country because it's all duty free. And then like Jesse's, you got to see beaches, sunshine. All right. So any repeat cruiser hates this place. It's literally a private island for just feeding money back to the cruise company. You can't do anything there. There's no arts. There's no museums. There's no tourist spots. It's literally just jet skis and alcohol. I guess if you like being outside on a beach, it's fine. But my family, I don't know if you've ever seen me when I've been exposed to the outside for more than 30 minutes. But I develop an immediate 3rd-degree sunburn in the fiery flames. Man, I cannot get a smile out of Cotton today. Like, nothing? All right.
I also burn super easy, so I understand.
Well, you're super pale, so I suspect that that's true.
I am super pale. And you can't see them on camera, but I'm covered in freckles.
You're right. I can't see it on your camera. I would have never guessed that either. I guess the story goes, my mom is going to be drinking a whole lot on this trip, and that's fine because I don't have to like pick her up from a bar or anything. As long, they'll have someone to walk her back to her room and make sure she doesn't fall overboard. So I feel like mission accomplished there. The only other thing of note that I have to share is that I started taking a vitamin D supplement, which should boost my mood and help something else. And I just feel like that's worth mentioning because apparently I have like toxically low levels of vitamin D from never being in the sunlight.
Yeah, no,
I don't know.
Vitamin D supplements really help.
Well,
I mean, yeah, I think it might be a superpower. But
I don't think being pale is name one thing that it can do. Weakness.
Polar bears are pale.
No, they aren't. Dumbass. Okay, whoa, Connor, you just flip. No, they call me a polar bear in college, man. That's my nickname. Let me tell you something about polar bears. Polar bears aren't pale, motherfucker. They're jet black.
I know they are.
Do you know that? Because you just said they were pale. That is the complete opposite of the color that they are.
I mean,
They
it's true.
reflect back the godlike rays of the sun so they can stay at an ambient temperature.
Right. I mean,
They like to draw in that heat.
Mainly, I'm referring to, of course, their fur. But yeah, I mean, I know that they're
sure.
very
Yeah,
dark.
their fur is white as snow because they gotta hide in that fucking snow to
I
maul a
remember
seal
right.
to death.
Their fur's actually translucent. It just looks white because of all the snow and all that, and the other translucent hairs.
Dope ass snow. Polar bear, tell me they're pale. Oh, fucking Connor. Connor Hughes ain't never seen a polar bear in his life.
Just try and
Never
catch you
even
up.
left New Jersey. Tell me how many polar bears are in New Jersey. One at a zoo.
Yeah, that's probably one at least. Probably suffering terribly.
At a zoo.
I'll tell you what, though. I was.
Are you kidding me? Everybody in New Jersey is suffering terribly.
It's like a national honor, right? Or a statewide honor.
Spend 10 seconds in traffic and you're suffering terribly.
The traffic between Delaware and Philadelphia, I experienced that for the first time on last Friday. And it
wow. Yeah.
atrocious.
Welcome, my friend.
Yeah.
Welcome. I've been there so many times.
I know. It's terrible.
You go across the did you go through 95 or did you take
I went through Philadelphia. Jersey? I think it's like the 301 or something.
Ah, the 301, my friend.
It was, oh man,
Let me tell you something. Sometimes it's so bad you want to take the Ben Franklin, but you go to Philadelphia through New Jersey and take the B Frank. My God, it's fucking Philadelphia, my old nemesis.
Yeah, it was terrible.
What were you doing in Philadelphia?
I wasn't doing anything other than driving through it.
I was gonna say
for 3 hours.
I always thought you'd stop somewhere like Red Cap, maybe try to sell a few Scout comics. Connor Hughes, I understand that you're a comic book artist. That your new comic, The Game, is coming out, being published by Scout Comics. Is that correct? Something along those lines, maybe? No, I don't know. I'm just saying words.
Yeah,
I don't understand.
We were at New York Comic Con selling White Ash. Through Scout Comics, for sure. And so I was doing a signing at New York Comic Con the week before last, and that was a good time. We're still working on just issue 1 of the game, so we're gonna see where that lands.
Okay.
But yeah, no, I was driving down there this weekend, going to my sister's wedding, which was in Chesapeake Bay. So we took just the route through Delaware, then through Maryland. And once we got into Maryland, everything was great, but Delaware was terrible, and so was Philadelphia.
Really?
I mean, the traffic, yes, the traffic.
Really? Down 301?
Yeah. Until I reached Maryland, that's when the traffic let up. It was atrocious on that Friday.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's Oh wait, what day did you go? Weekend?
On Friday evening.
Ooh,
just
look at this! Yeah. Look at this foolish fool. Let me tell you something. In Delaware, look, everywhere else in the country, traffic goes north, right? In this general area, in Delaware, all the traffic goes south to the beaches.
Yeah, I can see that. Well,
Friday night, it's literally just a Congo line south full of retirees going to my beach house.
Yeah, I mean, that seemed like it was the case, and then some for a lot of other people too, because I don't know. Anyway, we had to go at that hour because of my daughter's nap times, but yeah, it was the wrong call. We should have tried to go for the first nap. That would have been the right call. Anyway, hindsight. I mean, I'm not going to be driving down for any weddings in Chesapeake Bay anytime soon, so I mean, unless there's other people's weddings, but not for my sister's anyway.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, Connor, I want to ask, what are you drawing here?
I mean, I was thinking about drawing Ash's mom, Aisha.
It's finally gonna happen.
It's finally gonna happen. I mean, I'm sort of playing around here. I haven't really decided on anything yet. But
okay, you figure it out and you let us know.
Who's the female character you drew a couple weeks ago then?
That was Win.
Oh, okay, gotcha. That's right.
She's full of Win. Hopefully we're getting her back.
No, don't say she's full of Win. That's
it's verboten.
felt Pondo the Mad die. I just felt it.
Bearded was wrecking Pondo with some puns last week. I won't even say them again, but just for fear of the wrath of Pondo. But
He's not listening right now. You could say it.
I could say it. Well, I mean, he might watch the recording. Who knows?
That does sound like him. It's your introduction, Connor, so I don't want to tell you what to do.
Yeah.
If you're not finished, keep introducing yourself. But
No, I think I'm about done. Cotton, what's going on with you this week? Or
Hi, I'm Cotton. I doodle and stuff.
yeah.
I was handed some food
Uh-huh.
and put it in my mouth the moment Connor said that.
I said it.
Connor's been learning pretty well from me.
truly, I'm a disciple.
I don't think I've done much this week. I've been a little sick, but I'm probably getting better. I wasn't bitten by any children this week, so that was fun.
That's a real low bar.
They're usually really nice, but sometimes they bite.
How old are they?
They're toddlers. Toddlers and preschoolers. I haven't been bitten by a preschooler. It's the toddlers.
Still teething?
They just haven't learned not to bite yet.
Yeah.
All the toddlers go through a phase where they bite. And that one left a bruise when he bit me.
Yeah, my wife also took care of some toddlers, sort of recently, and what they were doing was they were biting each other, and then biting my daughter too, and it's like, get off.
They're really bad. They fight each other so much.
Yeah.
And you just set them to go sit in timeout. You don't bite people. All that fun stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I actually got bit because the toddler wasn't biting the other toddler. He was punching him, just sitting on top of him and punching him. Because he took his block or something like that. Toddlers are mean sometimes.
Rough crowd.
Yeah, it's fine though. That's all that's happened to me. Let's go to Shep.
Hi everyone, I'm Rob Shepard. You can find me on Instagram and Twitch and Twitter and everything else. So I draw D&D creatures, monsters, characters, all that kind of cool stuff. And I don't know if it's news or not. I'm not using it tonight, but I bought Painter for the second time in my life and looking forward to getting used to some of its tools. But tonight I'm still using... What am I using? Clip Studio Paint.
Cool. What are you drawing here?
I'm drawing the beginning of... This is a Deep Gnome who happens to be a vampire.
Oh yeah, that sounds familiar to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
a Deep Gnome, it's going to be a Deep Gnome in the foreground, and he's going to be a shape changer that can change into kind of a monstrous vampire. So I'm going to put the vampire in the background, sort of like what you might see Bruce Banner and the Hulk doing their shape change thing.
Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde.
Yeah, that kind of deal. And that'll do it for me. So back to you, AP.
Connor, I'm gonna ask.
Yes.
Fake Grand Order.
Oh.
What are you about? I'm just asking about Fake Grand Order.
It's gonna be a test. No, it's not. It's not at all. Not at all, folks. What's up?
Yeah, I'm just asking you how it's been going.
Well, I've just been doing the daily challenge. I actually lost my login streak on the day of my sister's wedding, and
I see. I see.
I'm so pissed at myself. I had 40 straight days.
That's rough.
Yeah.
Fortunately, all that meant really 40 straight. Wow, it's been a while.
Yeah.
Let me check mine real quick. I'm
Other than
on.
that, mainly I just do I've been doing those daily quests and doing all three of them, and then if I have any spare time, then I do the
You should have enough to do all three of the 40s twice in a day because you get something like 288 AP. My login streak is 447, and in 3 days I'll get the 450 bonus.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a lot. That's commitment.
I haven't not logged in. Listen, the first Nero Fest, the server was down for 23 hours. It only went up 11 o'clock at So here I am in the middle of an episode of BattleTech, and I'm like, all right, we're gonna stop the whole stream so I can log in for 10 seconds just to get the bonus. Felt like such a drama queen in the process.
I mean, you didn't really have to tell people.
I mean, I had to tell people, hey, I can't run the stream right now because I'm logging in on my phone and play a phone game. We have anything else to cover? I don't know. I don't have an art challenge for you this week, guys.
Unfortunately,
I gotta tell you, I really super want to see at some point. I'm just saying, personal preference. I would love to see people cosplaying as their characters.
Oh yeah.
Artists cosplaying as their characters. Well, if there's nothing else, let me mark down the time for the skip introduction, folks who just skip introductions. I want to remind everyone that of this show proper, there's only 3 episodes left, right? It's this week and then 2 more weeks. And Mick, theoretically, will be returning to us for, like 2 or 3 weeks. Who knows with Mick?
He's a wild child, that man.
I guess it's until, like, pre-June. As long as the kiddo's in school and not in summer vacation. But, yeah. We'll stop doing these sessions, and they will only be for when someone can't make it. Obviously, Bearded has not been able to make it very often, so who knows? Who knows? Oh, and let me make sure that Cotton's picture is uploaded into the stream thing. The one where she... oh, yeah, it's called Hark. It's already in there. Good. Where Lyra and Ash are doing the play in the Succubus Den, which is secretly the Rat King's lair. Meanwhile, previously on the show, some shit happened. Now, we take you live. Ash, you are in a stone cathedral, and it is raining inside the cathedral. All of your clothing is completely soaked through. Your hair is wet, and it is dark. It is very difficult to see in here, even with your dark vision. And upon the cathedral, where there would be a pulpit normally, there is instead a grand throne of iron and gold, and a man sits heavily and wearily upon it.
You called, Father? I'm guessing.
The 6th prince of my realm, the 6th prince of the kingdom of Hyrule. And he brings his head up and says, "'Tis but a dream, my son. I am a figment of your distant memory. Your mind is troubled.
I seek win, and I seek the will of Guzenguz.
You say many things that conflict upon themselves.
I think the will of Guzenguz will take me across this entire island. I think it's a wandering journey. It's a wandering path.
Remind me, my 6th prince, the troublemaker among my children, what oath didst thou swear upon becoming a knight?
To honor Guzenguz.
Oh, 'tis my recollection you swore that you would be a hero and follow destiny.
Only by own. It is to be a hero is to honor Guzenguz.
So sure are you? What is a hero? He says, rising from the throne, and as he does, there is a terrible boom of thunder. Moments later, a bolt of lightning strikes in front of him, but it goes from the ground up to the ceiling, as if in reverse.
That is my quest to discover.
Then allow me to ask, he says as he moves towards you, his hair covering half his face. You can see in his right hand he's clutching the family's longsword, that's scraping along the ground, making a kind of shh noise. My son, what sort of man goes around beating others, killing them to enforce his opinion? What sort of man hides behind Guz and Guz? No man that I would recognize. No prince that I would sire.
I don't hide at all. Guz and Guz is the light that shows the way, but I follow the path.
A prince is held to higher standards than just a paladin, is held to higher standards than an acolyte of a god. You must be ready to lead a kingdom. You must be ready to serve your siblings. You cannot simply kill your way into significance, my son. You must reason with those whom you would call an enemy. You must understand their cause. You kill and you kill and you kill, and now look where it has ended you up. On some holy quest in the middle of nowhere. As your father has finally approached, he flips back his hair, and instead of the face of the King of Hyrule, it is instead a golden fox's face.
I will meditate on this. Thank you for showing me the way.
Rebellion is the way, child. And then you are struck by a bolt of lightning, and you wake up hearing a boom of thunder outside the inn. As you are sweating, your sweat smells vinegary. It is soaked into the sheets. It's disgusting. It's absolutely disgusting. Lyra, you are awoken at the same time by this boom of thunder. You are having a troubling dream about an unbalanced scale and a compass that was constantly circling itself, as if it could not find a direction. Baldric, you sleep through it.
Baldric snoring.
Are we sleeping in the inn?
Yes.
I want to look out the window.
Yeah, there's a fucking storm, and this isn't like some normal storm. This is undoubtedly one of Wellwind's cleansing storms that comes by at her will on a regular basis in order to bring fresh water to the people. So I've never actually outlined this, I think, in either of the campaigns that use this god system, but there are very few natural storms that occur, and there are no wells of water. People have to dig out a well and then wait for Wellwind's storms to pass to fill it as a cistern with water. So she literally provides life to the world.
Awesome.
So there are people outside, you can see them in the pre-dawn darkness and gloom of this thunderstorm, setting out rain barrels.
What would you normally do what her Wellwind's followers normally do during one of her storms?
Cleanse themselves if they're dirty. Preach to any who require it. Quiet reflection otherwise. Think on justice, leadership.
I guess I'll go sit outside and quietly reflect.
Just gonna go sit out in dark, cold thunderstorm.
For a little bit, yeah, sure.
Okay. Yeah, so, it is, of course, Corsair Port, so there's a mist rising from the ground, and it's cold AF. You attempt to meditate. Make a religion check. I just want to see if you can... Got the perfect warlock. The weapons and supplies. Let me tell you something. I don't know about the rest of you if you follow a critical role regularly like I do. So they got their ass kicked in a recent episode, like really badly. And they were like, guys, we have been losing constantly. What we really need to do is find some sort of third-party organization to help us stop this war. And everyone's like, we don't know anyone. We don't know any third-party organization. The second part of the story requires the knowledge that this is their second campaign. It takes place 20 years later than the first campaign. And the whole first campaign was about creating a world-spanning organization to keep all of the nations in contact. So anytime something bad happened, someone could be like, hey, light the fucking torch fires, Rohan. There's shit going down. There's dragons everywhere, bitch. Of course, the campaign culminated with the creation of that organization. So let me jump back to the present. It's been 2 years since they played that first campaign. And of course, it's 20 years in the future. And they're like, oh, we got to find a third party. What do we do? They go talk to some random ass wizard. It turns out he's probably dead. I don't know yet. I haven't finished watching the episode. And the wizard's associate is like, well, let me, I don't know where my wizard is. Let me go call for help. And one of the people that they let lead their organization showed up and was like, I'm here to help. And they're like, oh, we can ask her to help us save the world. And then someone was like, but wait, we don't know that she's part of that organization. We players know, but our characters don't. Cotton, I see that you have a 10 here on this religion check. You managed to keep your composure. It's like a monk sitting underneath a waterfall. The cold doesn't bother you anyway. The rain doesn't bother you. This is totally normal for you. When you do get up from the ground, however, you are covered in dirty mud and it's cold AF. And the sun is probably rising somewhere, not that you can see it in this thunderstorm.
It's fair.
When you go back in, Tara and her father have hot pretzels, cold beer, and a warm soup set out for you at your usual table.
So when Ash woke up, I think he might also consider that call, the boom, to also be a call, and so he goes out and sort of meditates and and his meditation is sort of like practicing physical maneuvers, like sword play.
So you're going out in the middle of a thunderstorm at like 3 o'clock in the morning and doing sword training?
Yeah.
Okay, just making sure I understand. Mm-hmm. This is very Mulan of you. I love the idea that as you're training, there's lightning strikes in the background, and we catch them on a slow motion zoom in on your sword blade, right? We see the reflection of them in the sword blade as we see the pellets of rain come down in slow motion. And we just get this, like, Ash, his hair thrown back, very puffy pirate shirt Ash. He looks like a dirty version of the prince he played. I mean, I assume when he comes back in, he looks like he could belong in a Highlander movie,
Yeah, that probably sounds about right. I mean, it does rain a lot in the Highlands. Yeah.
Well, I mean, Highlander doesn't only take place in
Yeah, I was thinking about that. But yeah, I was thinking about Outlander for a second.
Braveheart, I think.
Well, also Outlander. You know the romance TV show?
No.
Okay.
I know the book series, I guess.
Yeah, so it's the same thing.
I saw the first episode of that. I'm actually going to watch more of it.
Okay,
yeah,
interesting.
Pretty good. It's pretty good.
Baldrick, when you come downstairs, Lyra and Ash are being toweled off by Tara. They both look like they woke up in the middle of the night and decided that dancing outside in the rain would be a good idea.
Interesting. So for me, I'm just like, oh man, had a great stretch or a great sleep. Had some dreams about thunder and lightning though. Why are you guys all wet?
There's lightning outside when you say that, followed by immediate thunder.
Ah, what a coincidence. You guys went outside in the storm?
Of course.
Oof. I'm a nature guy, but even I stay out of the rain. So what time is it now? Whoops.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, probably what?
There's probably no place closer to Welwyn than in the middle of one of her storms.
Understandable. So what time is it? Is it wake up time?
Yeah, it's like 7 or 8 a.m.
Time for breakfast.
Yeah, you guys sit down, you have some breakfast.
Yeah. So Ash, digs in pretty heartily.
So over to Ash. Ash, are we going to try to track down your... What is she to you? Friend? Closer than friend?
Yes. Oh, she's a friend for sure.
The lover?
A cousin? A cousin and a lover?
I really hope it's not that last one. That one's a bit
I
weird.
feel like you guys are writing a country song right now.
That's right.
Win was at my court with me. She's very helpful. She's very
You know-
dedicated.
You've avoided answering those last 3 questions. Is she a cousin lover?
No, she's none of those things.
Not a cousin
Are
or
Are you
a
sure?
lover.
Yes, I'm absolutely sure. She's not related to my line, family line. But Lyra, I think, isn't it? I think where do you think she might be? I think you had some visions.
Well, I think she's in that Undermountain.
I think that was to the south. Is that not right? Not right?
It's in the wasteland. I think.
Are you all right?
I'm fine.
So Tara comes over and says, well, you'd have to be crazy to go out in this weather. I'm not sure just wandering around to the southern waste is a good plan either. Do you have any further information that might narrow down your search?
Let me check my notes.
Well, where did you find out where she was?
I don't think we found out conclusively, right? But there was a vision about an upside down
I
mountain.
had a strange dream where I saw an upside down mountain and Win. So I'm hoping that means she was there.
Okay.
But maybe we can
She's
pray.
just like, I'll buy that.
Maybe we can pray to Welwyn for further guidance.
Well, you know.
She is the one that sent you that vision. I'd welcome any help from Wellwind, Jatau.
When you say that, she looks at you and says, I feel like Jatau has sent help often and quite recently. She puts the fox icon down on the table.
Okay.
That could be fair. We have gotten out of some unusual scrapes. Fairly
Jatau
unharmed.
is the god of trickery, travel, luck, drunks.
I'll put in a
You're forgotten
silver,
and lost.
silver for Jatau.
Okay. I feel like that could turn into a social media hashtag. Hashtag silver for Jatau.
Yeah,
Take
that's
a
a good
knee,
one.
drop a silver.
Yeah, I put in a silver as well.
Okay.
Oh, Baldric. He's a bandwagoner.
As you know, it just mysteriously disappears at some point when none of you are looking. So weird.
So I asked Tara, would you say Jatau, the representative of Jatau, is the fox?
Jatau takes many forms, but you are in one of his temples.
It's true. And what does gold mean to Jatau?
A gold is the most respectful metal that one can offer a god. With gold, you can perform many rituals. Sacrificing gold to a god is akin to sacrificing your own blood, but, more polite.
So I offer a gold piece to Jatau this time. I guess.
Oh, are you like holding the coin out to her? Because it's already disappeared.
Yeah. Is there any? Yes, I am.
Yeah, she'll take it and she puts it into her apron You're not sure it went to the god, but surely a priestess would never steal from her own god. That would be real bad. That would. I feel like
what
that would cause
trickery!
Well,
like
you know, I don't know what to tell you all. It just seems. I feel as if heading south, probably, just my recollection, dangerous place. I mean, it's all dangerous, but, you know, you survived going to this prison a few times. Should be fine. Well, you're looking for the girl. I will pray for her safety.
We cannot go anywhere in this storm. So let's use this time to gather what information we can. About whatever we can.
What do you suggest? We go around town?
If you want.
I don't think anyone in town is going to know anything that can help you.
We could try going back to the prison. We could talk to them, or we could try more aggressive negotiations.
Like what?
Baldric pops up. I've got my hammer ready to go.
I don't think we get away with offering the Rat King, even in some kind of attempt.
That's wrong for us to turn over someone who's been so kind to us, from what I can tell.
I agree. I would never want to cross him. He's been very kind to us, from what I can tell.
Surprising for a rat.
You think so? Even though you feel so kindly towards the woodland creatures?
Hey, I'm surprised. Yeah, I'm surprised that the rat has been so helpful. I'm thankful for it, but it did surprise me. I thought rats were much more selfish and squeamish.
I want to remind you, this is no mere rat. This is the king of the giant rats.
Yeah.
They are noble beasts, sir.
Noble beast. Like a noble steed.
Not like a noble steed.
Not like a noble steed.
not quite that noble.
So we could try going in there and making that goblin. What was it? Half orc?
Hobgoblin.
Hobgoblin.
Yeah, I'm kind of like, we could test the waters, if you will. I mean, there's evil there, and at least my job is a simple one. I want to destroy all evil. But I don't want to be too foolish either. I don't mind jumping in and trying it, but we need some sort of plan. Tell me, you guys, do you feel the need to provoke evil before you'll fight evil?
It's a good question. I think we've been a little bit hesitant just trying to find the lay of the land here, but normally I don't think so. I'm not. But this land is mysterious, and we're foreigners to it.
I cannot tell if something's evil just by looking at it. It's usually the actions that speak for me.
But we knew it was a succubus, and we know succubi are evil, right?
Are they all evil?
Oh yeah.
I mean, I would think, out of character, I would think Lyra would definitely be hunkering or holding a.
She's definitely
hatred.
holding a hatred to the succubus that she met.
Yeah.
The door opens, and a man in a large vermilion overcloak and a fucking huge hat. I mean, we're talking maybe a foot wide brim, pouring rain down it. Steps inside and then fooshes the hat and takes off his massive greatcoat and kind of shakes out all of his stuff. You can see he's got a guitar on his back. And he moves over to your table after having a quick discussion with Tara and sits down and says, "Good day, friends."
Welcome.
Welcome, friend. Who might you be?
Well, I'm just a wandering adventurer, you might say. Someone looking to do good in the world. Humble songsmith. The name's Halleck. Holds his hand out.
Halleck, huh? All right. Where's Mick?
I'll shake it.
Yeah, I shake it as well. My name's Ash.
Doesn't seem like we're going to be going anywhere today.
But because of the storm,
Well, seems like.
we could
I was headed
wait.
further south, but Captain decided to divert the ships here, so can't continue the convoy until the storm's passed.
When Wellwind says you must stop, it's wise to stop. Wise to heed her word.
I agree. I don't suppose you all are fans of acoustic entertainment.
That sounds nice.
Well, I got a few tales I can tell.
I'll
Maybe I
commission
can
the song.
weave some illusions in there to help bring you into.
Yeah, so actually, Baldric would love to hear some song. You gonna sing, AP?
I am not at
Yeah.
all. You've heard the extent of my musical ability via rapping. And even that requires hours of preparation for 90 seconds of rapping. But Halleck sings the song of the shadow over Apple Valley. He sings of his good friends, the adventurers. I forget what you guys called your party.
The Drawn Blades.
Yeah,
The Drawn Blades. He sings of the Drawn Blades. He sings of the death of Cazador being sealed inside an ancient druidic staff. He speaks of helping in secret to eliminate zombie horrors so that they would not run over the town. As he's singing of these things, little images pop up on the table as he's weaving silent image and other illusion spells into his casting.
Well, am I familiar with this magic?
Yeah, it's like basic bard magic, like low level illusion. Any wizard, Wind probably almost certainly has used it at some point, I would think. If
Yeah.
not, you must have seen it somewhere.
Yeah.
You know, it's like cantrips and first level stuff.
What kind of pictures is he popping up?
So it's not pictures. He does the full moving, like as he's singing, the figures are carrying out the actions he's talking about. So we see Cazador like laying on the ground as another person helps him back up and is like, "Ha ha!" A reference to Connor having his two characters meet.
Hey, dwarves feel a kinship with each other. They're gonna help each other when they're down.
Yeah. Okay. Gosh, your mom seems a little bit younger than I thought.
Yeah, I'm not trying. I'm not. It's not done yet.
She's
Okay. All right. I'm just saying
she's immortal, right? So immortal.
I mean,
Ever
immortal doesn't mean immortally teenager. I mean, unless that's what Connor's aiming for.
It's not
It's-
necessarily.
It's Connor's dream.
Dream. This is a reality. I'm just.
Connor is just like, gotta love those extra planar girls. They keep growing older and they just keep staying the same age.
I'm working on it. I'm working on it. It's work in progress.
Yeah, I mean, look, it's about midday when the storm finally cuts down. Halleck is done singing for a while and takes a long pull out of a mug of ale.
That was a wonderful song, and I tipped him a silver piece.
He pushes it back over and says, "Oh no, not for this song. I sing of heroes this day."
Well, sit. Join us for breakfast. We just started. So how about
Well,
if
it's
we?
around midday now. I've been singing for several hours.
Oh, really? Well, we'll buy your lunch if you're open for it.
Oh, sure. Yeah, no problem.
Yeah.
I guess I should hurry back to the ship after, but I'm sure they won't leave without me.
Before you go, Have you heard anything about this island? Do you know anything about the land?
It's a cursed land. They say horrifying creatures move in the darkness, but it has some very good trade goods. I mean, would you like me to give you the bardic knowledge that I know of it?
Yeah,
Sure.
anything would be helpful.
He closes his eyes and strums a chord on the guitar and says, with his eyes still closed, he says, ambient temperature of 68 degrees Fahrenheit, average humidity 78%, quite moist all year round. I'm detecting from my memory average rainfall 32 inches. Local trade goods include a weak beer made out of a toxic fungus and particularly fine wood in large enough slats to be used for ship boat building, and high quality ink for spellcasting. He takes a deep breath and says, the wind is currently 5 miles an hour south by southeast. And that's your bardic knowledge check for the day. Listen,
Thanks.
if you don't understand what I just did, that is a reference to Dungeons and Dragons 3.5 edition, where bards had a special thing called bardic knowledge check, where they could give you like a gazette of the local area.
Yeah, I didn't get that. I thought maybe it was an actual skill that they had
No.
now. Okay.
Oh.
All right. Well, thank you very much for that info. It's unfortunately common knowledge for us as well. So, where are you traveling to? I mean, you said you came in. Where's your destination? You said you're traveling south, but south by sea?
Oh, heading south, trying to stay ahead of the plague and the war.
What plague are you talking about?
It seems that the elves unleashed a horrifying plague among their enemies.
We've heard rumor
Yes.
of a zombie plague. Are you talking about that one?
I am indeed speaking of the zombie plague.
God, who would be stupid enough to unleash a zombie plague? I'm surprised that thing's still going on.
One would surely have to be horrifying. It's been traveling via water, apparently. Possibly the worst way for one to deliver such an incredible, virulent toxin.
I don't know what the elves were thinking when they brought that upon the Empire. It was a foolish move.
Concur. I concur entirely. Well, don't let me keep you here, but I'm gonna head back out.
Thank you, Alec.
Good luck, noble heroes. I hope to one day sing songs of your adventure. Probably not the one about you sitting in a tavern all day, but maybe you'll do something noteworthy.
Thank you.
Thanks.
I agree. We
You
need
can be
to
sure of it.
go do something noteworthy right now.
You're like, wait here. Hold the boat. I'm gonna go kill the black rabbit by myself. Sorry, what's it called here? The black hare?
Black hair.
I'm gonna
Black
go
hare.
solo that beast.
Is the so yeah, I guess we wouldn't know, right? The black hair still exists.
I mean, you
Right.
guys definitely set it on fire.
Yes, it's dead.
As far as you know, it's super dead.
All right.
Weren't you there for that, Baldric?
Nope.
No.
No. That was the one with Sid and Pondo.
Yeah. It was a good show. I enjoyed it. All right, so what do you think, guys? I think we pick a direction and go for it. You
We
wanna-
have wasted a good portion of the day waiting for the storm to pass, so we'll have to keep that in mind when we're traveling.
Look, at least in the prison, I mean, we won't be outside, So there's no need to worry about overnight as such.
Well, why
You
don't
want to stay overnight in the prison as opposed to outside.
Could be safer assuming we clear the area. I don't know.
Sure.
hey, AP, out of character. So one of the things that Minotaurs can do is sort of. It seems like in Magic the Gathering, the Minotaurs actually live in the city, and then they have knowledge of these green areas, parks or overgrown areas or whatever they're called, and the ability is to be able to find good camping areas. So is that something that I can apply into the wild?
Is that a racial trait, or is
Yes.
that just like a?
It's
Really? What's it called?
No, it's a clan. I think it's a clan trait. So a Grun clan, I think, can do that. Something like that.
Okay. Yeah, there are not such. You have no knowledge of such locations yet. Like perhaps once you do know those places exist, you could return to it. But here, you are in an unknown land. You're not even sure what the local ecology is.
Okay. All right. So I'll be no help. We'll have to rely on your abilities to get us to and fro. All right. But anyway, I'm thinking maybe my vote goes towards checking out that temple again. I mean, I'm all for rescuing the prisoners, but we really don't know where to go yet. So we either try to follow the vision and head south towards the mountain range, or we go back to that prison.
Yeah, I mean, out of character, I think the story is pushing us back to the prison.
Okay. I saw him nod. Okie dokie.
Lyra, what do you think?
Want to check
I
this
feel
out?
like Whirlwind is trying to tell me something with the underground mountain.
Mm-hmm.
But maybe it wouldn't hurt to stop and make sure that if there's any trace left of Wynn at the temple prison. I don't think she would mind a detour to save someone's life.
I mean, who knows? There might be other prisoners being held inside there. But they
Oh, I'm
might-
sure there are.
Yeah, and they're going to need our help as well.
Plus, I'm not above using my hammer to get more information out of that hobgoblin, because he was not forthcoming before. But I think after a few strikes of my hammer, he may change his.
Whoa!
Loosen his tongue.
Whoa! I want to remind you, you're a paladin with a specific oath.
But
I don't remember what
intimidation.
that oath is.
Hey,
I understand. I
can
understand. But
intimidate. Now tell me though, I'm not saying torture, right?
your literal first tenet is acts of mercy, kindness, and forgiveness.
To the evil characters that I'm supposed to destroy.
Who else do you offer mercy to?
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, who are you gonna offer mercy to? You gonna beat a good person to death and then be like, okay, I'll stop if you ask me to, all right? Because I'm a paladin, I'm obligated to do that.
Yeah. So all of my combat is non-lethal then, but I could still pound them on the head.
No. It's just if someone asks for mercy, if someone asks for forgiveness, you are obligated as an ancient to allow for that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I would buy into that, especially if they ask for forgiveness.
I think storming the prison would be pretty heroic as far as heroic deeds go. I mean,
That's why you should do it, of course, because it's a heroic and not because it's a good thing to do, but because you think it might fulfill your destiny.
well, I mean, it doesn't hurt that
Oh
it's
my
two birds
God,
with one
Ash
stone.
is so full of himself. He's literally he's a self-fulfilling destiny, just all wrapped up in.
Alright, let's go and save who we can. And leave a note in case we die so other adventurers can save anybody trapped in the prison.
Uh-huh.
Okay, I think you already did that last week,
I told
You-
Dara.
and I
You
think you
do
marked it on the
know
map.
that Buttercup is upstairs walking in circles. You can hear her clip-clopping. Occasionally, you hear someone go, "I've done it! A new metal! I've created it! All right, now to go back to sleep for 8 hours."
Hey, Baldric, why don't you let your friends upstairs know that we're going to the temple and to go storm the temple if we
Tara's like,
die?
no. I'll let them know when they come down for lunch or dinner. There's no need to disturb any of my paying guests.
That's fair.
Very well, very well. Let me just check my spells. I think I'm set though.
Let me check my spells.
Yeah, like, let me just take a knee here and pray real quick to myself.
Pray for guidance. Yeah.
Is Echo summoned right now?
I'm gonna say that I summoned Echo the night before.
Sure.
All right.
Echo's outside waiting for you. She has been miserable in the rain alone. She didn't say anything because she didn't want you to think that she was being dramatic.
I'm sorry, that was a rough night. I offer her a ration. Or
Did you leave this poor creature out in the storm all night?
The horse immediately moves to stand next to Lyra and begins going through Lyra's stuff looking for, food.
Oh, I only have rations.
Yep, that's fine.
All right, Baldric finishes his praying. No changes. He's gonna stick with what he has.
Okay.
yeah, same. All right. Let's set out
Very well. What's the destination?
to the prison.
Which prison is that?
I'll lead them to the temple.
I'm just waiting for you to say its name, Connor.
Prison of
Ilbarad King.
Elbarad King. I didn't get the king part. Elbarad King is the
Yeah, that's what the Elbarad, King.
okay.
Because you added Halleck down there. That's the important part.
I did. I
Right?
just noting the Halleck showed up.
Random first episode NPC from the other campaign. Just rolling on through. Just can't wait for Halleck to show up again on the other campaign. Just feel like one time I sat down in a tavern and I had lunch with a bunch of people who weren't doing anything. It was the most epic day of my life.
Yeah, the most
So
boring
exciting.
people.
If you're heading to a place you already know about and Lyra is taking you there, you get there with no deviation. What is the marching order?
Baldric out front.
Okay.
I'll be by Baldric to guide him on the path.
Okay.
I'll be second then, or third rather.
All right. I need someone to roll D12.
I'll do it. Although,
Oh.
unless someone else wants to do it. It's not my strong
You can
point.
roll it. I believe in you.
Okay, there we go. Oh yeah, it's just a regular D12 anyway.
Yeah, a 3. Okay. You all make it to the outside of the Blood Temple of the prison of Elbarad King.
Now, who wants to give their blood up?
I'll do it.
Baldric is just like, bleed, bleed, bleed.
Yeah,
Roll
Baldric's kind
D4.
of used to it.
Baldric's rolled a 1 on the damage each time, too.
This
Except for
time
this
it's a
time.
3, yeah.
You all find yourselves back in the prison. It's dark. And Ash, you on... So the prison is tall enough for the horse, but the doorways are not. It would be impossible to ride through a door on this horse.
Right. No, I understand
All of
that.
you appear in the middle of the set of statues that are making noises ominously.
Does somebody have a torch? I cannot see.
So
I
I
do.
cast light on my shield.
The light of the sun. 0.25 sunlights.
Lyra's thankful she's standing behind him and not directly in front of her shield.
Oh, the shield is reflective too, just to, shiny metal shield.
Add to the visual.
You approach the door. Sorry, let me open my notes because I mean, who knew if you guys were going to come to this prison or not?
Ash, try not to make any ladies cry this time.
Open the notes for
No promises.
Prison of Elberod. On the table's top. Prison of Elberod King. There we go. All right, I'm there. You head to the northeast corner where you find a trapped and locked iron door. You know it to have a secret inner door that can open and allow like one person very forced passage through it. And also, there's a secret sliding thing where someone could push it aside and look out and see who's here.
So I'm going to cast protection from good and evil on myself.
Very well.
So will I.
Yep.
Very well.
Ditto.
Okay.
So I'm going to call out for the secretary lady. I forget what her name
You're
is.
just calling her secretary lady?
No.
Knock on the door. That worked last time.
Yeah, I'll
You knock on the door, you hear someone go, "Who is it?"
It's Ash again.
Hold on a minute.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
You hear a bunch of swooshing and some fabricy noises. The door opens. The little door thing. The eyes open. It's like, "Yep, that's definitely Ash. What do you need?"
We're looking to talk to the hobgoblin.
"Oh, you're coming back for the flesh market."
Yep.
Okay. She closes it. You can hear her take a deep breath on the other side of the door and opens it. She is, she's wearing a nun's habit and is holding her hands in front of her like this with a pious look upon her face. She looks human, and in fact, you would say she looks quite Wynn-like. But just to be clear here, even with the habit, it's clear that she has significantly larger breasts. And she's just like, "Oh, didn't see you there, Prince Ash Hyrule. I was just praying in purity."
Who are you praying to?
The lady. And you can see her tail. Oh no, she's human now, so she doesn't have a tail.
Wait, who's the lady?
The lady is so you know how in regular D&D, right, there's lots of evil gods, and then there's like the king of all demons and etc. In this world, the lady is literally the conflux of all evil.
Fair enough.
You know, just very pure, chaste thoughts. She like opens an eye to see if Ash is buying this. Like, is he into that kind of woman kind of deal?
So Ash, I guess I'm gonna do I know about the lady?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, she's the god of all evil, right?
Okay.
Like, people don't say a lot about her because she's the god of death. She's the god of agony, suffering, torture, evil. Like, anything you could ascribe to as evil, it's the lady.
Mm-hmm. So are we able to walk in?
I mean, she's blocking your path. Sorry, she should be right in front of you, Ash. She's blocking your path insofar as she's standing there penitently, occasionally opening her eyes to check and see if Ash is into this. When she sees that I mean, let me ask, how does Ash feel about this? You know, Wynn-like human woman, very chaste, pious, religious.
Ash is unperturbed, you know. He's mission focused.
She tries not to sigh, and then turns and begins walking back into her, you know, library and says, "Very well, you know where you're going."
Mm-hmm. So is everyone following me in there?
Aye.
Okay.
So if you recall, there's lots of dirt and dust and debris in the floor, in between packs of books, and that there's only a few paths through here that aren't covered with that in like a bone dust.
So I'm gonna ask what her name is.
When you do that, she goes from, let's say, 50% brightness to like 120%. You thought the light coming off of your shield was Sunny. You've never seen Sunny before until you've seen a succubus who's overjoyed to know that you've acknowledged her. She accidentally begins floating an inch off the ground and begins hovering towards you in that kind of bobbing up and down way. And she's like, "Oh, you want to know my name? My name?
Of course.
Eilina.
Eilina.
That's not my true name, of course. You won't be able to call me by that, but it's close enough. It's a good name.
Of course. You keep this place well.
Why can't he call you by your true name?
Well, if I was to tell a paladin my true name, who knows what fate could befall me?
I've heard of such onomancy and its powers. I understand.
She is attempting to brush shoulders with you right now, Ash.
I'm not resisting.
Okay. Yeah, she's just like brushing up against your armor. Like, yes. You know, I have a break coming up in a few minutes. Once you complete your purchasing requirements within the flesh market, we could go on a walk inside.
And well, speaking on that topic, you know, I know that there's that rule where you can't talk about people that work in the various markets that are here.
That's true. That's true.
But I mean, I was wondering if there's something I could do for you where maybe you might help us out. What could we?
In what way do you require assistance, my prince?
I mean, either maybe we could open up the door to the hobgoblin, or maybe you could let us know a little bit more about what makes that hobgoblin tick.
But only in character, because I'm okay with how this is going. But Baldric lets out a big sigh. Oh, he's like gripping his hammer, but that's it.
Leroy's gonna like scoot a little bit away from Ash to give them a little more room.
Out of character, I mean, you do have the option to just like clobber her if you want. You know, like.
You know what? I'm trying not to be a murder hobo, right? We're waiting to see. I'll wait till I'm provoked. But, you know, as Baldric is definitely, you know, looking to smash some heads, but, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, but like I said, not only if we're provoked.
So.
Not a murderer.
She moves to stand directly in front of you, Ash, and gaze into your eyes. And says, I would be happy to enter into a contract with you to provide you more information about hobgoblins.
About that specific hobgoblin, I'm looking to
that is
gain
not
access.
what you asked for. You asked for more insight into hobgoblins.
What do you mean by contract?
Well, a contract is a contract.
Mm-hmm.
That does not sound wise.
It's a common saying among people. You know, a contract is a contract is a contract. I've often heard a contract is a law and the law is a contract.
Yes. I don't think we're achieving an understanding here. Never mind. We'll have to move on, I suppose.
She tries not to act heartbroken. Well, I should say she's trying to act like she's trying not to act heartbroken, right? She's definitely either is heartbroken or is attempting to play at hiding being heartbroken.
Mm-hmm.
I was really hoping to enter into a contract with you. Just a way to bring our relationship closer together in a way that matters to both of our people.
Maybe one day that opportunity will arise, but I don't think it doesn't seem like it's good to be today.
I mean, you asked me for my name today. That's extremely forward. Exactly what I would suspect from a hero of your caliber.
If you know my name, so I had to know a little bit about you.
Well, among your people, names are but minor exchange. Among mine, names mean everything. Connor's like, God damn it, Arthur! I'm trying to finish this goddamn collar.
yeah. I gotta stop drawing when I try and roleplay. I really can't do both at the same time at all. So I don't know. Out of character, I'm looking at, or I guess in character, I'm looking at you guys, trying to like size up what your intentions are regarding this.
All right, so Baldric will step up to the succubus, and he'll try a very subtle intimidation just by being bigger, taller, stronger, with a hammer in front of him. It says, "We request an audience with the hobgoblin. Perhaps you could guide us to him at this time and finish your small talk."
There's no need to make a roll on that. I don't think she gets that it's intimidation. She's just like, oh, very well. Look, she's not even looking at you. She hears your request and just hears it as a request, not as like, ooh, I'm bigger than you type thing.
Yeah.
She leads you to the southeastern door and opens it for you. And there's a different hobgoblin at the desk this time. And there are no dead giants in the room this time.
Mm-hmm.
The hobgoblin sees any of you that enters the room and says, welcome to the flesh market. This is desk number 2. What can I help you with?
Are these doors, I mean, I know this is going to be a stupid question, but I'm going to ask it anyway, but do all the doors have locks on them? Can they be locked both ways, one way?
Nope.
No locks?
So he is behind a, what do you call it? Portcullis. He's got a desk behind a portcullis. There are various doors in here. Would you like a description of each one, or is there a specific door?
So my specific question is, the door we just came through, does that have a lock or no? Because I'm basically trying to keep track of our escape route, if there will be locked doors in our way or not.
That door is not locked, and it has no lock.
Okay.
So I approached the hobgoblin.
Very well. Would you like to move your token in such a way?
Yeah.
Because you left your horse behind. Again.
Yeah. No, Echo's staying there.
Okay. Well, just to be clear, if Echo's staying in that room, Echo is in a constant susurrus of mumbling then.
I thought Echo couldn't fit through the door, though.
Yeah, you can't fit through the door.
No, you riding Echo can't fit through the door. Echo can fit through the door.
Oh, okay. So wait.
If you try to fit on Echo while going through the door, you will be knocked off, and Echo will continue walking away.
Oh, okay. So I can.
Echo can make it through the door. It's just very tight.
Okay. Then I want Echo to follow, I suppose.
Very well. Well, you place Echo where you want Echo to be because she's your intelligent, loyal companion.
Okay. Greetings, hobgoblin. So, and what might be your name?
Whoa. I'm sorry. Did you just introduce me as my race? Did I sit here and call you human? No.
Well, if you did, you'd be wrong anyway.
Well, let's try some basic courtesy here. This is the flesh market, not some knob hovel from Underrock.
Ash apologized to the man for being mildly racist.
I apologize, sir.
It's a trend.
Trend. I apologize, sir.
The name is Carcarosa.
Hello, Carcarosa.
Some have called me Carcarosa Red Dagger.
How'd you get the name Red Dagger?
He holds up a dagger. You can see that it's like 90% red, but like the bottom 10% is not red, and you're pretty sure that red color is not natural to the blade.
Is it like paint or is it blood?
Oh, it's 100% like caked on generations of blood.
Okay, just checking.
He just kind of like waves it around, and then like puts it on his belt sheath again and goes back to filling out some forms. I prefer the name Carcarosa or Car to my friends, of whom you are not currently one.
Well, Carcarosa, we're here to ask about.
But who are you?
My name's Ash. This is Lyra and Baldric.
And your purpose here in the flesh market today. Stall number 2.
We're here to look for a friend of ours that might have traveled through here at one point.
I don't normally sell information, but I'm sure we can make accommodations for those who have funds.
Yes, well, we're looking for a friend called Win. She would have been a human. I'd describe her.
Sorry, when you say friend, what you mean is slave.
That's what the hobgoblin says?
Yes,
Well, she wasn't our slave.
but you don't mean someone who walks around the market. You're looking for someone who passed through his merchandise.
That's correct.
Just making sure we're on the same page.
Mhm.
Yeah, so he begins pulling out ledgers and goes back like 2 thick leather-bound ledgers and says, yes. Just a few days ago, she was sold.
And to whom was she sold?
I'm afraid I can't provide that information. We have very strict confidentiality agreements.
You talked of a price?
I could tell you a price that she was sold for, perhaps.
But you talked of a price for information.
Well, that was before I knew that what you were looking for was information on merchandise. My initial thought was that you were asking about someone who was currently wandering around Flesh Market. This can be a dangerous place, and sometimes people disappear, especially into the Den of the Sisters. Sometimes the Oni like to grab people.
Where's the Den of the Sisters?
So he like stands up from his desk and pulls out a flask, drinks a little bit from it, and then hands it to you through the portcullis. And he says, "Listen, friend, however good you think you are, you're not as good as they are.
No.
Unless that's what you're here for."
Here for what? Are you saying this is their...
You don't know about the sisters.
No.
Okay. Well, they like to charge for their pleasures.
Oh, I see. That kind of place.
4 incredibly talented succubus who charge a commensurate amount based on their level of experience. Veterans, really.
And they're here today?
They are here often. They come and go as they please, but their, I suppose it would be easiest to say their cousin, as you might have recognized out front, remains here as their secretary.
Mm-hmm.
They rule this place insofar as the flesh market can be ruled.
I see. Interesting.
Are they here now, today?
I saw them earlier, but they can come and go through secret ways. They have some way in and out of here that I know not of. They could be here, they might not be.
Where were they when they were here?
In their room.
They have a room.
They do.
Can you tell us where it's at?
I can.
Will you?
I seem to recall there being a discussion on price.
Ash, throw him
You'll
some
just
coin.
pat Ash forward.
And what price would you ask?
What is it worth to you?
I mean, depends on where that room is, how accessible it is. If we could see them.
Oh, you would be hard pressed to see them.
How's that? If it's a pleasure house, surely they have customers.
I suspect, based on your arraignment, that you are no mere travelers looking for a pleasure house. Forgive me for saying so, but I have reason to suspect that at least one of you is a cleric of Wellwind. And the other 2 of you, it would be hard-pressed to say that you are not holy warriors. You openly wear a symbol of Guzankas.
Well, we do know these 4 succubi.
Are you so fallen, then? I
They
had
would
not-
be very happy to see Ash again, I bet.
Yes.
A
I'm sure they would
repeat
even pay you.
So he falls back into his seat laughing. It would be a cold day in every hell for a succubus to pay me. That is not the usual way of things around here. Were that to happen, I would be recounted a legend for all time.
I mean, then I suggest you tell us where you are, and we'll tell you that you sent us there.
How much money are you putting out here for this bribe?
Well, this is the bribe that the succubi will pay, right?
Uh,
I mean, that's what he's.
all right,
That's
you
what
can make a
Flash is offering.
persuasion. You can make a persuasion check at disadvantage.
Okay.
I mean, he's laid out. I don't believe that.
Can I help him?
Yes, but that will only allow him to make a regular roll, no advantage or
Yeah,
disadvantage.
that would be nice.
Okay. I'll take that.
You will take that. Well, it's a 21. It's 21, Connor. 21. It could have been a 9 if Lyra hadn't interfered with her help.
Imagine what everybody will say about you when they found out that a succubus paid you.
South. Many rooms to the south. And anytime you find a door where you could turn, keep heading south. They make several rooms into their pleasure lounges. Rugs, curtains, pillows everywhere. They are masters of illusions which can melt your mind and turn the room into whatever destination you desire. I think you will find many rivals along the path, though you seem stronger than most.
So while they're talking, Baldric would like to just do a circuit around the room, and I'll actually take a look at the doors. Are they looking kind of normal, or is there anything that's
Okay.
abnormal?
Yeah. Let me walk you through it. Northeast door is made entirely out of bone. Door beneath northeast door has a lock on it, and is also made out of bone. There's the iron portcullis, which is directly in front of you.
And how strong is that portcullis? Like,
I mean, it's made of
durable?
iron.
Yeah,
I
and
mean, are you
I'm a
putting
pretty...
your hand on it and testing it?
Not yet. That's just by look. Because I'm a Minotaur. Do I think I would be able to lift it, or does it look too strong even for me?
At the best of your strength, you might be able to lift it.
Okay.
The southern two doors are both made out of bone. They have locks, but I'm not talking like padlocks. They have like keyhole locks. And the two doors to the west are iron towards the secretary's room, and then bone. The southwest bone door appears to have swelled in place and is stuck.
Okay. All right. So I want to.
Caracas is looking at all of you as your Minotaur stalks around the room.
Well, we've been chatting this whole time, so he's been talking to us,
Right. So Caracas says, well, I don't suppose there's anything I could sell you. I don't suppose you're interested in the pleasures of the flesh.
What are you offering for sale?
Well, we have several giant rats here, some spiders and dire spiders, a drow.
So I look to Baldric when he says the giant rats.
I missed that. What was that about the giant rats?
Oh, you're interested in giant rats. We have several that have been brought in here for bounty. We're currently preparing them for processing. Giant rat testicles are powdered and used as a kind of stamina enhancement around here. The rest of the meat goes to whatever use meat does, but
Are they still alive?
the giant rats, yes, now. Yeah.
How much would it cost to buy them alive?
Do you want all three of them?
Maybe.
15 gold pieces.
Like,
So while you're saying this, he very seriously is like pulling out a fresh, like his most recent ledger and like preparing to ink your entry into it.
I'll like look at Baldric.
Wow, that's a high price to pay for the rats. I mean, I don't even know. I don't even know if we have out of character. I don't even know how much money we have, but
I have 7 gold.
yeah.
I'll look at Baldric and I will look at the portcullis.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, this guy sees you looking at a minotaur and then looking at the portcullis, and he just shakes his head and is like, "Friend, you don't want to cause trouble here. I'm sure you've been warned. 15 gold is a paltry price. Would you truly risk your lives for giant rats? You can find them anywhere in the forest."
All right. So, out of character, guys, do you want to maybe open a couple doors to see what happens, or you want to try to go for this portcullis and see if we can get lifted?
Sure. Cotton, what do you say?
I don't know.
Do you have a preference?
Maybe checking some doors instead of the picking a fight with someone behind the portcullis.
Yeah.
I prefer
Okay.
the rats not to die.
Well, we could always circle back. I mean, I'm looking at the door here, and this one that's, that I'm by now, like, it looks like that connects to his room. That's conjecture, obviously, but seems like it's possible.
I think if we are going to cause problems, we ought to at least check out the doors and know if there's, possibilities for people to flank us or whatever.
Yeah, I agree. All right.
So while you guys are all saying this, Caracas is listening to you, and he's just like,
Wait, that was out of character, right?
communicated in character then.
All right, so
She'll look at
We might be back.
Ash looking at the Minotaur, looking at the portcullis, and be like, let's just look around for a little bit.
He sighs and closes the ledger as if you've just wasted even more of his time.
Yep. So Baldric could go ahead and check this bone door in the northeast.
This door does not have a lock on it. It's made purely out of bone, like one smooth bone that has been fitted in place. You gotta push it open.
Yeah, if I don't hear anything, I'll push it open.
Make a perception check.
Perception.
A 4. You hear the squeak of chains on the other side of this door.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and push it open.
As you do, you see that there are dozens of chains hanging from the ceiling from your point of view. Chains extend from the floor. It seems like it'd be difficult to walk in this place. It's like a walk-in freezer with those little plastic things that comes down, but with chains instead. You can see huddled against the wall is a figure wrapped in like a potato sack cloth as a cloak, and then their body is simply covered in wrapped bandages, like several layers worth that obscure their figure, but vaguely outline a humanoid with just the eyes uncovered.
Would I recognize undead, like right away?
You could use your paladin senses to detect undead,
Yeah.
if I am not mistaken.
Yeah.
Okay. You were gonna say something, Connor?
The door just opens?
No, Baldric pushed it open.
Yeah, okay.
Not locked. It was easy to open.
Okay.
All right. So I want to. Whoops, not there. I want to go ahead and come in enough that I can see the rest of the room.
So when you move into that square, you're in the same square as the person who's sitting on the floor. They reach up and pull down the bandages over their mouth and say, "Why have you come in here, traveler, into this dark lair?"
I merely am looking around. Who are you? Are you a prisoner of this facility?
I'm no prisoner. I'm just a traveler. I was taking a rest in here in the quiet, away from the rambunctiousness of the flesh market.
Well,
I'm I'm a gambler attempting to win back my fortune so that I could leave.
Leo's kind of gonna wave from the doorway.
This place is evil.
How did you come in this place?
With blood.
I understand that. How long have you been here?
I don't know. Weeks, perhaps, maybe more.
Why can't you just leave?
There are things that I bet that I want back. Heirlooms I foolishly put on the table. My grandmother's locket. My father's sword. I have coin, more coin than I came in with, but I feel poorer than I have ever.
What do they look like?
It is a simple locket on a steel chain, gold. When you pop it open, it says, "Never forget," and has a small painting of a woman. My father's sword is cracked and chipped along the blade, 2 feet long. The hilt is wrapped in the skin of a shark. I'm sorry, could I ask you to close the door? It seems that someone has brought light into the flesh market, and I am, as I mentioned, trying to rest, and you're standing uncomfortably close to me.
So I'll do as he asked. I'll back out and shut the door.
Well, I didn't mean you had to... Okay. I'll see you around, traveler. You can hear from the other side of the door.
So, well, I guess Ash is going to walk over because did Ash hear?
It was a very low conversation, and you were like 30 feet away. I don't know that would be something you could hear.
Yeah. Okay.
I'll go ahead and tell Ash, hey, there was a traveler in that room, but both those doors, actually go to the same hall. And then I'm going to check, unless you guys want to do anything first, I'll check this southeastern door.
Okay.
Just ask. Did you tell me about the shield or the heirloom and the
The
atom?
sword and the locket. I would tell you about it on the way.
Okay.
Yeah, so we relayed the story.
Mm-hmm.
We should probably try and find those for that poor guy.
I wonder how badly he wants them. Maybe he's willing to fight for them.
Maybe we could just find them and give it to him.
This is a very kind and gentle world. Okay.
So the door that you stand in front of is very clear. When you try the handle, it is locked.
Very good.
The door is made of iron.
Maybe not. It worked last time.
Yeah, but let's come back to that. How about the other door? I want to check these other doors too.
The door has a lock on it, but when you try it, it appears unlocked.
All right. I'll open that door as well.
As you do that, your friend Caracas Redblade says, "Good hunting." Carcarosa Red Dagger says, "Good hunting, travelers."
Good hunting. What does this door lead?
The flesh market. When you open the door, you see another passageway to the south. Where once a door might have stood, it has been removed.
Okay. And let's check this last door. Lower left. I think that was the bone door, right?
Yes, it is a overgrown bone door that has swelled in place.
All right, so I'm not trying to open it per se, but just give it a shove to test it to feel like it really is nice and stuck.
Make a strength.
Like it would take
Check.
great effort to open it, maybe.
Athletics, sorry.
Athletics roll.
Yep.
You know what? Let me check something. Can't remember if I. Well, I'll just roll it the way it is. I know. Oh yeah, I've got a high athletics.
The door shatters under your touch, splintering into 1,000 bones and dust as you force your way through.
All right then. What's there?
You probably should have pushed a little bit lighter.
I tried. I think I don't know my own strength, but I tried to be gentle. It's hard for a Minotaur to be gentle.
You know what? That's fair. I won't judge you.
The next room is completely empty. Perhaps 15 feet wide by 40 feet long. There are 2 doors that exit it, but both are bone doors, which have also swallowed in their hinges. When you enter this room, it is even warmer than the other rooms you have been in, far more than either subterranean or outside temperature would allow for. And it is also very moist and humid. The air in here is perhaps fresher than the dirt and dust-filled rooms you've passed through so far.
Okay, so are we far enough away that we can kind of have a conversation without that hobgoblin hearing us?
Where do you want to go?
Well, right here in the corner where we're at. Are we far enough away?
I mean, he can physically see you from that location.
Yeah.
You have a shining light shield. I mean, you're 40 feet away. It would probably be difficult to listen in, but he could certainly see what you were doing.
Okay, so we have some options. We all, what little we know. Like, they know what I know because I share whatever I've seen.
Okay.
So I'm still kind of the opinion we might try to get through that portcullis and talk to this hobgoblin face to face, because so far we haven't really gotten any information, and we are here to gather information, and he might be our best, easiest bet without us going too deep into this pit or dungeon. What do you guys think?
I think his warning about us attacking him through the portcullis would imply that that's going to get us in pretty deep pretty quick.
I'm hoping the succubi might have some information about what happened to the wind. At the very least, we can make them pay.
I'm all for making people pay, but at some point we're going to be causing troubles at one point. So I'm okay talking to the succubus, but if we get to a dead end, I mean, at some point we might have to take action, or we can go into the unknown.
We can't, no matter what, we can't let this place stand in perpetuity. I think all of our oaths would say that this place had to be destroyed at some point.
We must do it a smart way. I also suggest we step into a different room. Probably.
Okay.
So which room you want to go in?
Step over here.
All right.
And Echo's following. All right. Well, they directed us to the south for the succubi. I say we take it room by room. Take it slow.
To the succubi then?
That's fine by me. Okay.
Be on your toes. When we get closer, we'll need to cast another spell.
Yeah. How long has it been?
Perhaps 5 minutes.
Okay. Could maybe like a warning when the spell runs out, according to like time estimation, or like because we might.
I'll think about it.
I'll think about it. All right.
Well, let's put it this way: we will cast the spell again in 5 minutes game time. How's that?
How long does the spell last?
10 minutes. So we're
Okay.
halfway done.
We're halfway there.
So that's a good
All right.
question. On duration spells, would the spellcaster just automatically know when the spell's getting ready to drop?
Nope.
Nope. So they have to keep track of time themselves.
Yep. There's even a feat that allows you to do that. It's called Keen Mind.
Okay. Very good.
So I'm going to open up this door.
Okay. It is swollen and stuck in its hinges.
Okay. I'm going to try and...
Can I look around and try to make a guess from the damage on the doors and the humidity in the room to figure out what's making it more humid and hot?
Absolutely. Make a Arcana check.
Oh, okay, well.
Well, that's a clue. Uh-oh. Oh, no.
15. This is the prison of Ale Barad King. Clearly, this place you are in is no mere mortal prison. It connects to some foul extraplanar dimension from which these evil filth infiltrate into your world, and perhaps in the process, they bring with it the taste of the hells.
I should be careful going through these doors. I think this is connected to another plane.
This whole place is connected to another plane.
All of this is connected to another plane.
This particular room seems stronger than most.
I will say that too.
Very well.
I think we're getting closer to that plane.
Ash, what do you want to do with this door? I mean, it defies easy opening.
I mean, what's the other door looking like across the room?
Same deal. It's just like the one Baldric had to shatter to get in here. They have all overgrown their hinges.
Can I check for traps?
Absolutely. Make an investigation check.
And I'm looking for... I'm looking for anything...
You're looking for it
magical.
on this door?
Yeah. I'm looking
Okay.
for it on this door.
On the westernmost door.
The
Very
one...
well.
Yep, this one. And
Yep.
I'm looking for also... Like, mainly I'm thinking, given what Lyra has said, like symbols, like magical traps. So I don't know if that's still investigation or if it's
Yep.
going to be Arcana.
Still investigation.
Okay.
You are certain that there are no traps of any kind, especially not magical ones on this door.
Mm-hmm.
Probably. Maybe
Okay.
not. I mean, could be. Well, you're not sure. The doubt begins eating at your mind. You spend more and more time looking for something that you're sure isn't there, probably.
So I push it open.
Maybe just one more check would be okay. Well, make an athletics check. You push against the door, but unlike Baldric's simple show of strength, your full weight pressing against the door is not enough to open it. Nonetheless, shatter it in a dramatic fashion. You just kind of look like trying real hard to push the door, but it is solidly stuck in the hinge.
We could try the other open passage.
Yeah, but I could try.
When you want to try? I think we could just keep going south like you suggested. We're going slightly askew from south if we go this way.
Well, we're still heading south, but I know what you mean. So if you guys want to go back and go through the, what they call it, the skin area or whatever.
The flesh market?
Flesh market, thank you. We can try that, or I can try pushing on this door.
Just out of curiosity, for the above hallway, can Echo pass through that as well?
Yep.
Okay. Well, I mean, this other door is free, open and available. We may as well check it before we mess with anything that could be or could not be magical in nature.
All right, so you're saying go back to the flesh one? Skin market,
Yeah.
flesh market, whatever it is. That's fine. All right.
So after some brief exploring, you find yourself heading back. Extremely brief. Literally moments.
So Ash, maybe your horse friend could stay where it is to make sure no one comes up behind us.
It's an idea. Yeah. I mean, he'll be useful if we ever come to blows, but yeah, that's a smart idea. So, I mean, I thought this door below Ash was already open.
It is open. I'm assembling the room's contents
Okay, sorry.
and opening it now. This room is all the walls are covered in tapestries. So you enter through an open archway on the north end of the room. There are piles of broken stone. There are piles of skulls. There is a rack of clothing that has just been left out. Dresses of various sizes and styles for some as small as girls and others quite large, which would almost certainly fit a giant folk. Everything in between.
Dresses?
Yep. Like 20 feet worth of dresses. The tapestries in here appear to be finely worked mastercraft, perhaps tied together through hair, maybe succubus hair, maybe human hair, all of them woven into symbology, infernal runes, abyssal runes. Some of them depict champions of evil in curved and wicked armor, smiting the pious faithful of the forces of good.
Can I try and recognize the events?
Absolutely. Make a religion check or a history check. Either will work here.
All right.
Smart.
You do recognize at least one event. It's a little out of place. You know, you're not in on the champions of evil, right? Like, this isn't a thing you studied. They don't really tell you stories about the Dark Prince, right? The Dark Prince is the guy that dies at the end of the story. He's not the hero of it. So it's hard to tell, exactly who everyone is. But you do recognize the lady entering into a compact with other gods to bind the serpent Thardur beneath the ocean.
The lady binding Thardur. Okay.
With the rest of the gods, all the gods working together, including the lady. And the lady is depicted as being the most powerful and foremost of the gods, the others lending her their power Captain Planet style.
And Thardur is
Thardur
the warlock?
The chained Leviathan, indeed.
Yeah.
It is the god of madness, or it is the warlock patron of madness and secrets.
All right. I also want to see if I can identify any of the dresses as being wins.
None of the dresses are winds, but you recognize several cuts that either Lyra, they appear similar to the ones that Lyra had worn.
So I picked that one up and I show Lyra. Was this yours?
It's not that exact dress, Lyra, but one that was pretty similar.
I hate you.
Was that to AP or to Ash?
I
That
think
was to Ash.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
God, I hope it wasn't to me. Jesus. I don't know what I would have done to deserve that.
Yeah.
I dropped them quietly and pressed forward.
Oh, let me, Connor Hughes, you motherfucker. You just drop a dress that was on a hanger. You just drop it in the middle of the fucking room.
I dropped it where it was. Yeah.
It was on a hanger.
Well, I mean, okay. I put
It was on
back.
a rack.
I
On
put
a
it-
rack of dresses.
Sorry, I was imagining a pile of dresses.
Rude ass motherfucker.
I'm your.
Now
I'm
there
your
are piles of debris, like stones where the walls have been damaged. There are piles of skulls, but this is an otherwise tidy room. It's almost as if it's a theater prep room.
Ash, do you remember when we said there were things we weren't going to talk about?
I didn't realize that dress might be one of them.
But the whole situation.
I see. Fair enough. Um, okay. And he quietly dismisses himself from that conversation and moves forward to check this door.
Just give me a moment to go through my notes.
How much time has passed since we entered the temple?
I think you're looking at maybe a minute or two left on your spells, as far as you can remember. You're checking the southwest door, correct?
Yep.
What are you looking for? Are you just testing the door to see whether it has a lock, whether it's openable, or are you looking for traps?
Yep, just testing to see if it's openable. What kind
Very
of door
well.
it is.
The answer to your question is that it is a door. It has a lock. It is made of bone. It appears to open easily.
It has a lock, but it's unlocked.
Correct.
Okay. We're ready to press forward, I say, and
Onward.
open it up.
As you open the door, you find a room with several other passageways leading in and out of it. Perhaps most damning is that driven at least a foot into the stone directly in front of you, blocking your path, is a spear, perhaps 3 feet long, sticking out of the stone, and a very serious sword/axe blade pressed into the stone. On the southern wall, written in a script, is a message. Do any of you read Celestial?
Yeah.
On that wall is written the message, "Save yourself, kill the others."
So I say what that message says to everyone else. And so wait, in the stone there is a spear and a sword?
It's a gosh, what is the, I don't think they're called naginatas. It's a spear that has a sword blade on the end of it.
Okay. Yeah. Like
Yes.
a pole axe or
Yes. Well, pole axe is an axe.
Yes, you're right. Yeah. But yeah, like a Guan weapon. Guan all right. So, and that's stuck into the stone. I'll try to pull it out.
Can you? Ooh, give me a moment. You have protection from good and evil casting, you right?
Correct.
Yep.
For just a little bit. Have you recast it?
I mean, has it been 10 minutes?
I mentioned that you had like 1 to 2 minutes left.
That was before we opened. That was just before we opened the door.
Correct.
So we still have it on.
Very well.
Okay.
You touch the spear, and it seems difficult. Like you would need to put effort into pulling it out.
Mm-hmm.
Simple wooden haft leading to a mixture of silver and gold called electrum, which acts as the thing connecting the blade to the wood pole.
Yeah. So I'm gonna try to maybe identify if there's any kind of curse on the weapon.
How do you want to do that? Do you have the spell identify?
No.
Then it's going to be real hard for you to identify that.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I mean, I guess you might look for symbols like painted on the ground or something like that. No.
Yeah. When you look around for symbols, you find in Celestial a message that says, "Save yourself, kill the others."
Okay.
It's about this time you begin to feel the protections of your spell fading.
Okay. So I ask, what do you guys make of the message and the weapon?
Fantastic. You still have your hand on the spear, correct?
No, I took it.
So
I
No, I took it
cast my spell again as soon
Okay.
as I feel it go
I'm
off.
casting mine now too.
I took it off. I took my hand off, but yeah, I guess I'll cast mine again.
Very well.
Are you gonna pull that spear out or what?
I'm not sure. What do you make of this, Baldric?
I don't know. What
mean-
else? What else is there in the room?
So you're
Let's take
walking past the spear now, Ash?
I guess.
I will too.
Let's have everybody pause where they're at. You see, in at least one southern archway, a deeper way in. And in another way, do you have dark vision, Baldric?
No, but we have the light of his
Right,
light
but
spell.
it's only from ashes. So,
Correct.
Baldric, you can't see from this angle what is happening through this particular door. You watch as something steps out of the darkness with blood red eyes, white teeth, sharp fangs, huge paws, and growls. And as that happens, you see through that doorway the bare reflection of Ash's light reflecting off of 4 more pairs of eyes as 5 enormous dog-like entities begin charging into the room that you guys are in. And that, my friends, is where we're going to take our halfway point break.
Of course.
I wouldn't expect anything else.
Yeah.
We'll be back for the second half shortly in about 8 minutes. Enjoy some fantastic Twitch adverts if you're watching live. And by fantastic, I mean mind-numbingly dull.
What?
We'll be back soon.
That's
See
not
them.
advertiser friendly.
Well, you know what? No advertiser uses me in a friendly way, so we're out.
All right.
like you're approaching that.
Getting
I don't
there,
know
getting
what
there.
these hip things are. Are these like floating armor pieces? Will they be attached to something at some point?
Yeah, they're floating. I'm
Okay.
thinking she can. I mean, I don't know angels, but angels. So like maybe all the.
Look, it's your mom. You do what you need to. Okay.
Yeah. The plates sort of can float around and guard as needed.
You know,
I'm
the
interested-
only thing she feels for you are equal amounts of love and disappointment.
I'm interested to see how you draw the glitter floating around her, because I don't know how
Absolutely.
to draw glitter.
Yeah. Cotton is
get-
here for a lesson.
I gotta get to the color stage. If I don't think I'm gonna get to that tonight.
You know,
No.
speaking of it, can you tell me something about the style or the line work? I, of course, know everything about what you're doing, but
Mhm.
just in case someone didn't know and there was an important factor that you wish to explain to them. I'm not forcing you here, but
No, I mean, yeah, I don't know. Let's see. I mean, you can see here I'm trying to work out layers of, so I want to work out the body shape first. So a lot of people will start out with a paper doll, and a paper doll is basically like a model that they've already drawn and they can import into many drawings. But here I don't, I didn't really do that. But basically the idea is I create the pose, and then I'm going to start working on the armor, and then after I figure that out, maybe I'll go on a final line art stage, and then I'll start doing the colors. I think that's basically the idea.
tell me about this central strap. It seems so out of place to me.
You think so? I mean, it's a whip. It's I play with ideas, and I'm doing it while
Here's
role
the thing.
playing.
Here's the thing. It doesn't aim towards the neck. It's off center. That's what bothers me about it. Right? Not just that it exists, but that it seems to aim over her shoulder.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Okay. Look, Connor, I'm not here to tell you your drawing is wrong. I'm just telling you what feels wrong to me.
I mean, part of the whip process.
I would hate for you to get to a final stage and be like, those breasts are not correct. I am ashamed to have drawn them.
Yeah. I mean, symmetricality is a thing I sometimes have challenges with, but in general, I would say like at the whip stage, I'm sort of like just testing ideas. So I mean, like the idea isn't that it's all perfect. The idea is that it's like, well, do I want to put a strap there in the center? Does that fit?
Do you want to put a strap there? Don't let me stop you from putting a strap there in the center. Connor Hughes.
Yeah. Well, then during the break, actually, what I was going to do was I was going to have a gap here in the sort of the bodice or whatever this might be.
Oh my God. Connor Hughes.
And so I was going to get rid of the strap.
I'm judging you. Oh my God.
I mean, look, I don't normally do cheesecake type stuff, so this is sort of
Is that what you're calling it? Cheesecake?
It's a little cheesecake. I mean, it's very cheesy. I honestly normally like
Cheesecake.
I would do. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Maybe cheesecake for me.
Look, I wanna double down.
I don't know what you mean by cheesecake.
You haven't heard of cheesecake?
Oh, it's just delicious and sweet,
Yeah.
just like Ash's mom, apparently.
So it's sort of a style of posing, or
I mean, okay.
Explain it to
art?
us, Connor. Everyone's curious, especially Cotton.
I'm going to explain this deductively, or I think
Yeah?
is the right word. So
Uh-huh.
normally I might try and draw realistic armor and realistic sort of, okay, if she's going to have plate or she's going to try and be wearing protective gear.
Correct.
You're
correct.
makes
drawing
some sense.
MMORPG lady armor.
I mean,
Exactly.
she definitely looks like she could belong to the X-Men right now.
Sure. Yeah. I mean, those are all in the same family of sort of just no rules. Let's just make this as cool, like rule of cool sort of style. And
Well, in D&D, they solved that problem by giving armor the seeming quality, which allows it to appear as anything, but what it actually is.
what do you like? So all armor has that, or just magical
No,
armor?
no, just special magical armor, so you could look like you're wearing a chainmail bikini, but actually you're wearing full plate.
Oh, okay. That's a handy one. Leave it to D&D to do
Yeah,
that.
D&D solving problems. I want to say, Connor, I don't know that you know this, but in Japan, if a woman is 25 and unmarried, she's considered what's called a Christmas cake, because Christmas is on the 25th. That is a strike zone for certain individuals. It's considered shameful by the older generations and awesome by the younger generations as an easy target. But that has moved now. Now it's called a New Year's cake. A woman has to be 31 before people start getting concerned. I don't know how to feel about this particular terminology. It feels like a weird status that they're throwing down on women.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, definitely.
As someone
right?
who is 25, I don't know how I feel about
Oh,
that.
listen up, 25. You're not. Listen, baby. Don't even worry about it. Okay, get back in the fucking.
How
Are you even
old-
out of college? 25 is high school, right?
How old is an
I don't even
old
know.
maid? Like in the 50s, if a woman wasn't married by a certain age, they called her an old maid. What was that?
Oh, I mean,
40
technically, you could call any unmarried woman over the age of 16 a maid. As to when you would call a woman an old maid, I assume that you would only do that when she's not in earshot and could beat your ass.
Yeah.
Like the number of people I think you could reliably, politely call an old maid might be the like grandmother on Downton Abbey.
Right. If you're the boss, not if you're
Yeah.
like
Exactly.
Yeah.
the underling.
My great aunt slapped my mom on a wedding for introducing her as a great aunt because it was rude and made her feel old.
Wow. Slapped
Sounds
her?
like it was deserved.
Slapped her. Well, I mean, it was not
You
really
would slap
deserved,
a
but
woman
yeah.
on her wedding day? What the hell's wrong with you, Connor?
Well, she's how
she
old is she?
bridezilla?
She's like 90 some. My mom? No, my great aunt slapped my mom
Right, exactly.
when my mom was getting married.
Right, but your mom's the one that called her a great aunt, right?
Yeah, she's like, this is my great aunt Belva, and someone who I called my aunt Belva slapped her. And that's how we knew not to add the word great to it.
My
She's
great
like
aunt was thrilled to be called a
96
great
or
aunt.
something like that right now.
I mean, that's a real good age to be living to.
Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of weird. It's surprising that factoid about Japan just because of the low birth rates. You'd think that.
I gotta tell you, man, they come up with terminology for all kinds of shit that I don't even follow along with.
Yeah.
You know, I follow the dairy chart. That's like the 15 billion types of dairy, dandere, dairy, tsundere. There's like 8 different subtypes of tsundere classic, tsundere modern, sun. Listen, man, they have sub terminology for everything. Their otaku culture is highly precise and scientific in its approach to things.
Wait, I thought that's what otaku. I thought otaku was what that guy in Metal Gear Solid was.
Yeah, otaku culture literally just means nerd.
Okay. I thought it was American nerd, like American.
No,
like a
it's
Western
Japanese for nerd, man.
nerd. Okay.
That's why he calls himself an otaku, otakon, right? Because he goes to otaku convention.
Okay.
Yeah.
See, I thought it was because he was like Western, and so it was like that word for a Westerner who's really
It's
into
called weeb.
anime.
Yeah, it's called weeb.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm pretty sure it should be like semi-racist, but I don't even know what the terminology, the origin of the word is. Look, here's the thing. Now everybody wants to be an otaku in Japan, so the real otaku call themselves wotakus now.
Okay. So it's a status symbol. I mean, just like we have here, where it's like, oh, you're not a real nerd.
Yeah, fake gamer girl. You know what
Yeah,
it
that
is.
kind of thing.
That's the origin of that show, Wotakoi or whatever. Love is hard for an otaku. Wotaku is the first part of Wotakoi, because they're all super hardcore, like 25 to 30-year-old cosplayers that spend their weekend playing video games.
That's a great show.
Yeah, well, on top of that, it seemed very, very realistic. They're like, how do I have a relationship while also playing Tetris?
So totally like Big Bang Theory, right?
No, let me tell you something. It's not like Big Bang Theory for 2 reasons. One, it's good. And 2, it's good.
Yeah. That
It's
was
like
it.
Big Bang Theory? What,
I'm
are you trying
joking.
to insult the show?
I'm joking. It's a joke.
Oh, boy.
Saying ironically.
Meanwhile, you're being eaten by dogs. Let's roll initiative.
Yeah, right. Not gonna happen. I mean,
Don't-
maybe nibbles.
Don't
You have no
don't
idea how
taunt
badly I
the
want to kill.
DM.
I know. I want to kill Ash so badly right
You
now.
want to kill Ash so badly all the time, anyway. It's
That's
fine.
not even remotely true. Listen, Rad was just saying it today in the BattleTech channel. I like to take people who think their characters are heroic and then show them not only are they not heroic, but how evil they are. I don't know that I agree with that exactly, but I'll tell you what. Normally, I want to see Ash fail. I don't want to see him die. I want to see him break. But that's only because that's what you've asked of me, Connor. You told me that you like to see your characters punished.
I never said that.
Punished. Oh, you said that several times.
Never said that.
Season 2 of this show.
I mean, I joked. At this point. At this point, it's a meme that I'm like just playing up, but I didn't actually say that.
Oh, you said it, sir. It was during a break, but you said it. Don't move your character around. It's not your goddamn turn yet.
I'm just toying with it. How do I
He's
select
running.
my token
He's positioned.
or my Echo so I can like roll initiative on Echo?
You did roll initiative on Echo.
Okay, so that's the second one.
Echo's on the board.
Look, see the little unicorn picture? That's Echo.
Yeah.
Yeah, a 6.
Echo's on the board.
Everyone
Ash,
goes before me.
it's now your turn, Ash. You may go.
All right. And Baldrick's going last, huh?
Yes,
Right.
sir. Unfortunately. But yep.
Uh,
Lock that door.
6, okay. Yeah. I'm gonna stand here and ready in action as soon as a dog gets into my sphere and attack it.
Very well. Lyra, what would you like to do?
I guess I'll move right there.
Well, you're standing right on top of Baldrick.
Right.
Am I?
Yes.
Yeah, that's Baldrick.
Yep.
He's like right below me on my screen. I'm very confused.
Reload on roll 20. You probably got desynced.
Oh, look at that! He is right there.
You stepped on my toes.
It's fine. I'll stand here. I guess that's fine too.
Very well. Yeah, you run into the room. Now everybody but Echo's in the room.
Mm-hmm.
The dogs are still waiting in the next room. What's the plan?
Hold on. When I reset it closed my D&D Beyond.
Very well.
Well, now it's Baldrick's turn, right?
No, she's only done partial of her move. So she still has her action.
Okay,
Yeah.
bad.
I'll cast Spiritual Weapon.
Very well. What is the
Right here.
form of your spiritual weapon?
It's the Weapon of Wellwind, the fishing spears. They're like glowing in blue.
Very well. Do they attack this turn?
Can I have them? Can I have it ready in attack?
Yeah.
I'll put it like right here, and if
Oh, sorry. You're asking if you can control your no. So it has to attack when it appears.
so
right,
I can
'cause you
hold
spent your-
spiritual weapon.
You can hold your action to cast spiritual weapon when something happens. Yes.
Sure, I'll do that.
Let me double check to make sure that some part of this won't work in a way that you won't like.
Oh, okay.
But he did just say he was setting us up to fail. So
That is not even close to what I said. So, as a bonus action, you can make it attack. So if you hold your action to cast it, you don't have a bonus action left.
So I can cast it and then hold my bonus
No,
action to
you
make it attack.
can't hold a bonus action. When you
Oh.
hold your action, the only thing you can do is an action. You can't move.
All right, I'll just cast it right here because I don't want to attack first if they're not going to attack.
Okay, so you're not going to attack then. You're just
So
forming a spiritual weapon. Let me draw something on the map.
In case it does attack.
I mean, the fact that we're in initiative, doesn't that tell us that they're aggressive? And
Whoa,
Out of character.
listen-
Out of character, it does.
Wow, listen to
in
Mr.
character.
Min Maxer here. Ash, I would like you to kick off your thing.
Yeah. So I'm going to attack the dog that's next to me. I guess that's
Yep.
the only dog that I can attack. So
Correct.
okay.
An 18 will hit. 3 points of slashing damage. So their skin is not just red, but as you can see from these pictures, it also has some sort of hell armor attached to it, made out of the flesh of wicked beings. All these dogs open their mouth and emit a wave of flame. So I'm going to need all of you to make 5 dexterity checks. As you are all barbecued. These dogs give no shits about attacking each other. Their flames pass through and roast in every direction. Wow. Baldric, incredible. You pass. You're missing 1, right? You only made 4 saves?
Let me try to get back up there. I clicked 5 times. 1, 2,
I only
3,
see
4,
4.
5. Yeah, there's 5.
Where's
I got
5?
a 12, 18, 11, 4, and 18.
I don't see the 4,
That's
but I believe you.
the 4. Yeah, so you don't see the 4 between the 11 and the last 18?
Nope.
No, I don't see
I
it
don't
either.
see it either.
Huh. Okay, well, I got a 4 on that roll.
Okay. So you have 2 fails. So allow me to calculate the amount of damage you're about to take.
So all of those rolls that everyone had, they're getting +3 on that. Just let everybody know.
I see.
They'll get +3.
From the paladin or 1, 2.
I'm still
3.
gonna fail one of those rolls.
I got a 7 as my lowest then.
Well, you're a paladin as well, so you already give yourself an aura.
Do they stack?
No, they don't.
You
Are
take
you sure
the
he
better
doesn't-
of the 2.
He doesn't take. Yeah, okay.
The aura isn't put into roll 20 though. It doesn't pop up like that.
In my case, I've added it, but yeah.
Then I will add it to his rolls. He only fails 1 of the checks. So the amount of damage that Baldric takes is...
Okay, so just so we know going forward, I get a +1 because of his stuff, because I do have my own +2 calculated
Right,
already.
so it's...
So my 5 is my lowest roll.
Very well. So you still only fail on 1. You take 66 points of fire damage.
What?
On 1 fail?
Yes.
What?
Cotton, you have 2 fails. You take the following amount of damage. Which ones did you fail at? 1 and 2. Cotton, you take 76 points of fire damage.
She goes down.
You have 2 failures, Ash. Yep, 1 and 3.
I'm sorry. How much damage did I take?
You took 66.
Thank you.
What the hell kind of dogs are these? Jesus.
Ash, you take 79 points of fire damage.
All right.
Having survived the 5-way hellfire spray from all of these dogs, they look pleased at their pickings, and all of them turn and begin salivating at the slightly crispy, burning body of Lyra Fulbright. Echo. So Echo's like, Ash, it sounds like something's going on in there, good buddy, old pal. When we get in there, I can smell something good cooking.
Yeah. Holy shit.
Don't swear with our psychic link, okay? You know what? I thought your mother raised you better than that. I guess you trot Echo down, and Echo's just like, holy shit!
So Echo's gonna stand Yeah, here.
Okay.
And ready in action if something comes near it, him, and he'll attack it, or she'll attack it. Yep.
Baldric.
Wish I had a good name.
Ash is like blocking the passageway right now. He's standing next to the spear that's been driven into the ground. The horses around here. Lyra's dying. These hell dogs have just unleashed a wave of flamethrower attacks that were super sick. What do you want to do?
I think I'm going to be toast here in a sec, but and this is a door. The door is still intact, right?
To the east, the one that you just came through.
Yeah.
Allow me to double check.
I think it is. I think it was above door that we destroyed, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
It is a unlocked bone door that you're currently standing next to.
All right. Will I be able to grab Lyra and pull her through that door?
Is that all you're doing?
I mean, that's going to count as my action, right? So I'm
Correct. And your move.
faced with moving or attacking.
Correct. I'm just double checking. I
Yeah.
want to make sure that that's what you're looking for.
I know, and that's going to do a few opportunity attacks.
Yes, it is. You're going to take 4 opportunity attacks, in fact. All of these are at advantage.
All right, so
Wouldn't it be at normal since are they evil?
They are evil.
So they have disadvantage and attacks him with his protection of good and evil.
Is that a thing?
okay.
Protection from evil
All right,
and good?
hold on. Okay, sorry, we have to go backwards. If you're okay with this, everyone gets advantage against damage. No, we are resistant to spell damage.
Nope. That is for charm, frightened, or possessed.
Nope. Read. It still may not apply, but I have an aura that gives everyone near me resistance to spell damage.
Is that from being a...
Oath of the Ancients.
Let me see here.
Rico, features and
Oath of
traits.
the Ancients.
It's one of my auras, so it's going to be
Aura of Warding. You
Yeah.
and friendly creatures within 10 feet of you have resistance to damage from spells. This is not a spell.
Okay.
So did they like attack each other also?
Yes, they all are completely fine. They appear to have taken no damage from it.
All right.
It
Okay.
still says he gets they get disadvantage on attacks against him.
Yes, I've worked my way back around to that. Creature of those types have disadvantage, so they have a normal attack. 4 normal attacks against you. What is your armor class right now, Baldric?
16.
So 2 hits. 1d8 plus 3. As both of them bite at you, you eventually shake off their bites, but from their ghastly maws, a wave of fire from whatever infernal engine drives these creatures also damages you. So you take 4 points of regular damage and then 8 points of fire damage for a total of 12 from the first bite and 17 from the second bite.
All right, that'll take me down.
You attempt to drag Lyra Fulbright out of the room with you, and instead you collapse over her body. Protectively. Ash Harrell, this is your moment. You are a heroic paladin, and heroism is the art of sacrifice.
What? All right.
Tell me one hero who hasn't had to sacrifice. What will you do, Ash? Your friends are down and they're dying. These hell dogs are vicious and mean. The door is open. Your horse is nearby. Will you turn and flee? Will you enter a bloody rage and murder and slash? What will you do? Where will you go? Ash Hyrule, show me the power of your heroism.
Okay. What? Sorry.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. If bodies take damage, what happen? Like what happens?
Anytime you take damage while you're down, you automatically fail a death saving throw. And if it's an attack, if the attack hits, it's an automatic critical, which means 2 death saving throw fails.
And if I move their bodies, that doesn't incur an opportunity of attack.
None of them have opportunity attacks left because they all use them on Baldric.
Okay. And so I can move one object as a free movement, right?
You could. What's your strength?
It's 15.
How much do you weigh, Baldric?
I'm trying to think where that is.
I'm just asking you. You can just tell me.
I know I have it somewhere, but I don't remember where it's put. Hold on. That would be in their description, right? So I am 300 pounds.
Wow. Okay. Well, this is. Your carrying capacity is strength score times 15. Sorry, what did you say your strength was?
15.
15 times 15 is 225. You could drag Lyra, but not Baldric out.
Could I put Lyra onto Echo
Yes.
and then also take an action?
Yes.
All
You're going to
right.
have to move to the door in order to do that, though. Right? You can't reach Echo from here. You're going to have to grab Lyra,
Mm-hmm.
drag her through the door, and throw her on the horse.
And then get on Echo myself.
Sure.
Okay.
That's everything you got, though. That's 100%.
Yeah, and then I get one action. Is that right?
I mean, your action is getting on the horse.
No, that's a movement. That takes up half my movement.
I mean, you're dragging Lyra along the way. Sure. You know what, Connor? I'll let this happen. You have thrown Lyra across the back of your horse like a saddlebag in a haste. You swing yourself up there because you're a cavalry master, and this is the thing you can do. What's next?
I'm gonna lay hands on
Prince.
I'm gonna lay hands on Ash. And
On
so
Ash?
myself.
So yourself?
Yeah, Ash. Wait. So before I do that, like you can't revive someone with lay hands.
Yeah, you can.
Okay, you can.
It's healing insofar
They're
as it is.
unconscious. They're not dead.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. So I lay hands on Lyra.
Very well.
Yes. Yeah. Absolutely. And I do like I don't know, 20 HP or something.
20 HP?
Yeah. 20 HP.
You seem really hesitant.
I
about
mean,
that number. but
I'm
okay.
hesitant about everything so far. Yeah.
Lyra, you come to consciousness. You're on the back of Ash's horse. You're staring at his butt. You have no idea where Baldric is. Everything is on fire. There's smoldering flames on the ground. Your hair seems to have been burned quite badly. Ash is covered.
My hair is a cloud.
I mean, insofar as a cloud can be consumed by a wave of fire, yes. Let me put it this way. The oxygen that sustains that cloud has been greatly lessened by the thirst of the flame.
Fair enough.
What do you want to do, Lyra?
I.
Hop down off the horse and go save Baldric.
You said I don't know what Baldric is.
That's correct.
So I would like to.
I'm just telling you what I think you're going to do, not what you might actually do.
I would like to save Baldric, but
How do you
I'll
do it?
say, Ash, where's Baldric?
He's inside. He's
the
ten-
hell chamber.
He's inside the hell chamber. He's on the other side of the door.
Is he coming out?
No.
Oh.
Shut the door.
Wow. Wow.
you mean?
Unless you can grab him, I don't think we can't take these. We can't take these hellhounds. We gotta get out of here.
That's way more than 6 seconds. It's time to make a decision.
Run, guys. Run.
Flee, you fools!
Can I hold my action for if Ash walks in front of this door on the horse? Since I'm on the horse.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ash, I'm not. Wait, what? Ash walks.
I
in
mean,
front
you
of the
can
door?
reach that door, right? You as a character are now capable of reaching anywhere that the horse can reach. So if you want to close the door, if you want to open the door, you can do that from your current location.
So if so I could cast a spell this way. I can't make the little line. I'm sorry.
You can draw on the board using the paint tool.
I can cast a spell in through the door.
Yes. You could see around the corner because you...
Can I see Baldric?
Yeah, kinda. You can see a smoldering pile of fur.
I will cast Healing Word.
What word do you say?
Run!
Okay, you show me your healing power.
I will cast Healing Word at the highest spell level I can in the hopes to help him.
4th level?
4th level.
Needs to be a lot.
9.
Wow.
wow.
A 4th level spell for 2nd level healing. Wow.
Hey.
And it's not
But,
enough.
you know, Ash and Lyra also take 9. It's enough to wake you up.
Why did Ash and Lyra also get 9?
I thought it targeted 3 people.
Does it? I thought healing word just targeted. the
Oh, it
target.
does. I was thinking of prayer for healing. Yeah. Baldric gets 9. He starts at 9 hit points.
Baldric, I have real incredible bad news for you. Like a pack of hungry beasts. Oh, Lyra, you still have a bonus action if you want to have your spiritual weapon attack something.
Yeah, sure.
It's still just hanging out there.
I'll have it attack the dog it's sitting on.
Sure. Go ahead and make that attack roll.
I don't know. It is a 1d8.
You know, you can find out more using the power of D&D Beyond.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, 1d8.
You might have to make an attack roll. I don't remember.
I was looking at that. Melee spell attack. So
Yep.
it's
1d20 plus your spellcasting modifier.
my modifier, not the
Melee spell attack rating, yeah.
So it should be like 5.
Yeah, your proficiency plus your spell attack. 20, will hit. It's good stuff. 6 points of damage. I gotta tell you, Baldric. If you didn't have protection from evil and good on, this would be really bad. Instead, it's just normally bad.
Maybe you'll survive long enough to run through the door.
He is now surrounded and trapped by these dogs.
Stranger
Truly,
things have happened.
they are denizens of hell. Nope. First one misses. Second one hits. Nope. Second one misses. A third one hits for sure. 14 points of damage, Baldric. How you doing?
Back down.
Back
'Cause I
down.
had 9, yeah.
Next one misses. And final one misses as well. Okay. So you're down. But your spell is so powerful. Oh, wait. Doesn't it drop when you go unconscious? It's a concentration spell, right?
Oh, it is a concentration spell.
Oh, shit. Well, then I'm going to re-roll some of these misses because they could almost certainly be hits. It's for the 1. Still a miss. This is for the first 14. Still a miss. This is for the 9. That is a hit. So it's an automatic critical. You take 2 immediate death saving throws. And this is for a final 14. Still a miss. Okay, so you get Baldric back up. He begins rising from the ground as these dogs do the big dog thing. They all put their paws on him, begin tearing at him. He's like, no, run! He falls unconscious as the dogs weigh him down. And I just want to check real quick. to see if their evil dog power is all reset. Mr. Barky has evil dog powers. Yo, Ash, your intelligent, loyal, steadfast companion is like, what is happening? What is happening?
We're gonna have to make
Ash,
a break for it.
We have to save Baldric. You can't leave a fellow paladin behind to be eaten by fiends.
Mm.
Who knows what other horrors these dogs might commit? We've left a path behind us. That's 6 seconds.
Yeah, I mean that's what Echo says. That's what she says.
Yeah. What do You're like, Echo, kick the door closed.
Yes. Echo says kick the door closed.
Sure, make an athletics check for Echo.
All right. Well, that should be pretty decent. I don't have. So Echo is.
Just do strength.
Yeah, I'll do strength. Echo has a +4.
Sure. I mean, are you asking me or telling me? I'm hoping you're telling me.
No, I'm telling you.
Okay. Echo tries to kick the door shut, but Echo is a horse and cannot properly maneuver a door.
All right. So Echo is going to carry us over here.
Very well.
And I guess, yeah, that's it. Because Echo can't get through the door with us on top, right?
Baldric. No, Echo can get through. It's just you will both be knocked off in the process.
Yeah, so Echo's
don't
gonna
worry.
stay.
Echo will move at half speed through that corridor for being stuck in a tight location. It's just that you two will be like someone who rode a horse into a saloon and then smacked their head against the top sign.
Well, anyway, so I mean, Echo's not running through the door. Echo's going to the store.
Baldric, you're dying, friend. And I'm going to need you to make a death saving throw. And if you fail, that's it. Baldric is done. His character sheet is turned to ash. But if you roll a 20, you will heroically rise up to take your vengeance against these flame dogs. Hell puppies.
I knew I should have made my backup character.
I want to remind you that all of you have what's it called? Inspiration. You have had for several sessions.
What does inspiration do again?
You can add it to roll another d20 on any 20 roll. Basically,
You should use your inspiration if you know, because
Well,
That's a fail, Baldric.
I think
Would you
I'll
like to
use
bring
my
it?
inspiration,
That does sound like a good plan right here.
right?
If he rolls a 20 here, does that mean he gets to come back?
He gets a whole turn at 1 HP, but he didn't. However, you have 1 positive saving throw
Yeah.
versus 2 fails. Ash, you can hear Baldric groaning. You're leaving a living being behind. A fellow paladin to be consumed by these wolves. These wolves of plasma.
Guz and Guz demands sacrifice. Or, I guess not demands.
Wow.
Something
Wonder
like
what
that.
it must be like to be able to justify anything to yourself.
I mean, you're the D&D. You're the GM. You're just fine. Something. I don't know. Anyway, Ash is going to...
You want to start shit with me?
No, I
dog?
don't. Exactly.
I didn't tell you to go exploring in this place. I didn't get surrounded by flame puppies.
I will say you did lead us down
you
this path.
kind of did tell us to go exploring in this place.
Yeah, you did.
You did. Last session, you said, I spent all this time creating this dungeon and you guys aren't exploring. That's pretty much
That's
what you
true.
said. Yeah.
You could have gone and killed the Portcullis Hobgoblin.
But we chose south. It's okay.
Listen. You have made no attempt to stealth your approach at any point during this. You've been exploding doors.
Yeah. Oh, that's
We
not...
exploded a door in another direction.
Yeah,
But, yeah.
I mean, dogs have pretty good
forcing
hearing.
doors open left and right. There's no finesse. You haven't made a single perception check in a room except to look for traps. Friends. I'll admit I may have guided you back here because I would hate to see this dungeon unused. But I did not make your choices once you were here. Speaking of choices, Ash Haral, what choices will you make this turn?
He's going to heal, lay hands, the rest of his lay hands on himself.
That's, 25 points left?
Well, he did 20 on
15
Lyra,
left.
so he's got 15 left.
Okay.
So he's got 20 HP. He's going to hop off, and yeah, and Lyra can follow. Lyra, he sort of signals to Lyra to follow. And he's going to run over here.
What about Baldric?
And yeah, I guess over here waiting for Lyra to come through the door.
I don't know where you're in a wall, apparently.
All right, no, I'm on the other side of the door.
He's one above the wall. At least that's what he's trying for.
Oh, you're up here now?
Yeah.
Okay. That's not where you were on my map before, but so you suddenly snapped there. I think there might be some, I'm going to reset my Roll20 real quick.
Some lag going on.
Yeah.
I think Baldric's a lost cause because, come on, guys, we haven't even done any damage to these dogs yet.
Yeah.
You've done a couple points.
Did we?
I
Okay.
stabbed one.
All right.
Ash actually stabbed one as well.
Yeah.
Sorry, Ash, you're just running there and doing what?
Well, he cast lay hands, so that's his action.
Very well. Your friend, Carcarosa Red Dagger, looks up from the papers alarmedly and is just like, what have you done?
You didn't tell me about the hellhounds.
So he looks alarmed and goes, fuck, hellhounds? And he deploys a shutter that falls down from the ceiling, and you can hear him shouting something loudly in Goblin. It definitely sounds like, Hellhoundy! Hellhoundy! Lyra, Fulbright. Here's the thing, you're now in total darkness. Ash is the one with the light source.
Can I still see where the door's at?
Yes. You recall where the archway is.
Okay. Then I would like to cast Sleep Storm right here. So until
Are
the
you
spell,
sure you want to do this?
it's supposed to just make it slick so that if they run through it, they'll slip.
Very well. The area is heavily obscured. Exposed flames are doused. The ground in the area is covered with slick ice, making it difficult terrain. 40-foot radius.
So basically, if they leave the room, I want them to have a trouble getting to where we are.
A 40-foot radius is going to hit you from there. I don't know if you can see this
Is
calculator.
it? Can I move and then do it?
Oh, yeah, sure.
It's got a range of 150 feet.
Yep. Baldric.
So,
Suddenly you feel cold. So cold. You were warm. Warm with the flames of breath, the life of your blood bleeding out. But now your forearms and legs are like a chill touch of ice. You're fairly certain death is upon you.
well, I kind of thought he was. Laura kind of thinks he's already dead.
Yeah.
So I do feel kind of bad about that. Sorry, Baldric.
Hey, you know what? He's about as dead as you can get. So
Can I finish going out of the door when I'm done?
Yeah, absolutely. Baldric, I'm sorry. I don't know what that did. Roll 2d20, drop lowest plus 5. Why is that not working? What's wrong with my math here?
So the DL's not working, obviously. Are you sure it's DL?
Yeah, it should be DL, should be drop lowest. It's fine. I'll just roll 2 at a time. 18 will hit you, almost certainly, because it's a total of 23. Baldric, Tell me about your final moments as you perish into the great beyond, your soul claimed by the infernal forces of the lady.
I think at some point I come to peace knowing that this is my time. My, who is it, Nimble? Nimble comes to greet me and says, it's your time. Come up and dwell in my realm.
So, like, your soul leaves your body as your god comes down to, like, guide you into a nice, warm afterlife forest with no ice floors or hell dogs, just butterflies, unicorns.
Who knows? Maybe he'll take me
Pegasus.
to the Feywild if that exists in your world.
It does, but you're not going there. You're going to Nimble Among Us is nice, cool.
All right.
Drop keep. I
can
should say
you
it should be DL1. That's what it is. Okay, sorry. So all this place is difficult terrain. So these hell doggies all move like this. And I take my dog to the old town road. So I guess they're gonna have to all move individually.
First
we
time they
feel-
walk in, they have to make a save or slip.
Interesting.
So can we feel when Baldric dies?
Nope, you have no idea. And it's obscured. The area is covered with thick ice, making it difficult terrain. Or when it starts its turn there, it must make a dexterity saving throw.
Can't make like a religious check or anything.
For what?
I mean,
You physically cannot see him dying.
well, like we're tied to.
You
What's
can
the save?
roll your common sense check.
Lyra saw him attacked by a group of dogs before they ran off, so she thought he died then. He wasn't dead then, but she thought he was dead.
Yeah.
It's just
What's your save, Lyra? Spell save.
Dex save 13.
One of them fails. So the other ones.
What's their regular movement speed?
50.
Doesn't the difficult terrain slow them down?
Yes,
By half?
But they all just moved 50.
correct.
You said their regular speed was 50.
Correct.
So it
Oh,
could
they
be
double
dashing.
moved. I got
Dashing.
it. I got it.
Ash.
Mm-hmm.
Echo's like, go! I'll hold the door. You can summon me again. Go! Go, Ash. You have to leave. You're more important than anything.
So Echo disengages.
Ash is. Echo's like, no, don't make me do this. No, don't make me do this, Ash.
And moves up here.
So Echo moves at half speed in every tile that it is inside that hallway because it's too small.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure she can dash. She at the very least can dash.
If you
to, like-
disengage, you can't also dash.
Oh right, okay. So then she still moves 60 feet.
1, 2, 3,
So she can move 30 feet.
6. You can move back to Lyra's square. Yes.
Can I be there?
Yep.
Okay.
30 feet.
And that's the end of Echo's action.
Very well. Ash.
Can
Shut the
I?
door.
Yeah, I shut the door.
Very well.
Is there any way to bar the door? I'm looking around the room.
It has a lock on it.
Oh, I'll use the lock. Not above
Okay.
using a lock.
Do you have a key?
No.
Well, good luck.
Well, I assumed. Okay. So I can't bar the door.
I mean, you could physically block the door.
Yeah.
You could try putting something in there and breaking it off.
Which direction does the door shut? Like, did he have to
Great
pull it
question.
shut?
I feel like he has to push it shut here.
He has to push it shut. Okay.
So it easily swings out towards him from this direction.
Okay. So then Ash calls to Lyra to like follow him and runs over here.
So you're not shutting the door. I mean, you're shutting the door and then running to the next door.
Right.
All right. Yeah, your succubus friend is floating over a set of books. She's still dressed like a nun, but she's retaken her succubus form. She sees you and kind of waves while reading her book. This one reads, "The Ruby of the Sea and the Sailor with the Large Oar."
Hey, Elena.
It's Eilena.
Eilena.
Hello,
Hi.
my prince.
I
heard
think-
some shouting. Is everything all right? I wouldn't want you to be in any amount of pain that you didn't invite.
Yeah, well, it seems like you guys have some hellhounds. Or
Well,
something.
they just kind of cross over occasionally. Sometimes people use them as guard dogs. That's a
Yeah.
whole 6 seconds. Lyra, the door in front of you is shut but not locked. What would you like to do? Ash is flirting with his girlfriend. Like a normie.
What would it take for me to like block the door with my quarterstaff?
Interesting. Make a strength check to get it jammed in there. I feel like you can make this athletics if you've got any proficiency in that.
I think I do have I think I do have that.
Cool. Yeah, you not only is this door shut, but now you've jammed a stick in the way, in the door frame, to help prevent the door from swinging in your direction.
Okay.
What's next? You doing anything else?
I'm going to run out as far as I can.
Okay, you guys can't see your hellhoundish friends, but you definitely hear a ton of barking and scraping noises. Echo?
So Echo is going to.
Remember, I can speak, right? Like just out of character, right?
Yes.
Okay, so remember that door down below you guys right there was busted open. I think that's the one that Baldric busted open.
Yeah, that's completely bust.
Yeah.
So there's no like closing it,
Also correct.
I assume. So Echo is going to run over here. Is Lyra like in the door or?
Yeah, I couldn't. The furthest I can move is right where you are, and we can't stand in the
I
same
feel like
space.
if you close the door, you can choose which side Lyra is on.
Okay, so Echo's going to try and close this door
Very well.
with his great. Oh, hey.
Make a handle door check.
I mean, I did. 17.
Sorry, I closed roll 20 for some reason. Yeah, 17. A 21 total. Echo slams that door shut. Your succubus friend suddenly melts into her pure succubus form. You know, no longer any clothing ideas here. Just that typical succubus hell armor bikini. And she seems pissed as hell that your horse just kicked her goddamn door. Prince Ash Hyrule, you cannot just come barging into a lady's chamber and kick her door.
Would you rather invite the Hellhounds in?
Well, they can't hurt me.
Well, they can hurt us.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I forgot. It's sometimes hard to remember, you know, just how mortal you are. You know, if you'd like, we could make a compact. I could make you master of such hounds.
I mean, at what cost?
A simple ritual between the two of us.
Not today.
Are you sure? I'm very prepared.
I'm sure you are very prepared. We're just going to get out of here.
The barking subsides in the distance, occasionally you hear a sick crunching noise that you think sounds a lot like Baldric's armor being ripped from his dead body by gnashing hound teeth.
We can hear that from here?
Oh yeah, it's echoing through the halls. Oh, they are. Look, imagine a humongous angry dog ripping at something and then slamming against a wall over and over again to finally pull it off.
Sure.
Right, it's not like they have knives that they can cut his leather and plate off with. They gotta work at this thing. This is like a bunch of jackals ripping apart a carcass. They want to get into that good stuff, you know, the interior bits. Ash, Lyra, also Echo. Your heart rate begins to lower down a little bit. You're no longer in immediate danger. It's no longer as warm or humid. You do have Eilina nearby, floating kind of ominously. Very dangerous succubus mode.
Are we still in initiative?
No, I don't think so.
Not unless you want to be.
I don't want to be. I'm just seeing. So before I like.
I'm just describing everything. I didn't know if you wanted to do anything. You tell me. We're in free form.
Oh, okay.
Ash is like, it's time. It's time to betray Eilina. I jump at her immediately and slice her head off.
Eilina, what do you do with the people who die in here?
Oh, you know. I guess you don't know. Don't concern yourself with it. You seem like a real nice girl.
If we come back tomorrow, can we have what's left of our friend?
I don't think there's going to be much left. The Hellhounds are ill-fed lately. We can give you his equipment, what little survives, perhaps, for a good price. I could offer you a friend discount.
How do we know there's anything left?
I mean, how do I know there's anything left? I'm not going out there. It's disgusting.
It's disgusting. Huh? Oh.
So she floats over to you, Lyra, and so she's floating. God, how do I describe this? You know, it's very cartoonish, right? Like, her wings do not provide her with levitation. She flies magically. So she's just floating at like an odd angle. You know, imagine an L shape. Her body's in an L shape, and it's at like a 45-degree angle. Her head is level with your head, but her feet, I guess, are somewhere around your knees based on how she's floating. And she's just like, you know, we could perform a convent between the two of us. I know I've been going very hard at Ash, but I would never want to deny you an opportunity to avail yourself of greater power and resources.
No thanks, I don't like being a second choice.
I wouldn't say you're a second choice at all. Simply that you're less accessible than Ash. He seems like he'd be real easy.
That's
like,
fair. I don't want to make any of that stuff currently.
I could summon one of my sisters who might consider you a first choice.
No thanks. I'm good.
Okay. She then floats to go sit over her book stacks. She begins humming the song of Lyra's background from the theater. Mockingly. Just remember, she is a literal force of evil.
That's fair. If we come back tomorrow, can we claim anything that's left of our friend, though?
I will prepare whatever I can find for sale.
Thank you. Ash, let's go.
I agree. Let's get out of here.
Are you guys heading back to town?
We're heading out for now.
As you exit, it is the dead of night.
as well make camp. Probably.
2 of you alone outside of an evil temple prison making camp? Let me go find some spooky forest at night music with wolf howls real quick. Can I get a survival check from whichever one of you is setting up the camp?
You don't think it might be safe for Lyra inside the convent or inside the prison?
With the hellhounds.
They're not coming out. They're not getting past that succubus.
With the succubus.
It's true.
No, I don't think it's safer out here. I don't think it's safe in there. I don't think we have many safe options. Maybe we could make it to the rat's nest, but it's already dark.
How far are we from the rat's nest?
Like less than an hour.
Also, we can't speak to them.
Yeah, Baldric Ratfriend is dead.
Because
Fallen.
Baldric is gone. And then she just starts crying.
Like
Nice
what
try,
level
Steve.
of crying? Are we talking like sobbing, ugly cry? Are we talking the cry of the elves weeping for Gandalf?
I think it's just tears streaming down her face, but she's trying to hold it together.
Okay. I've seen that cry before.
The Lament of Baldrock.
We
He
could,
was the best among us. A king among rats.
we could try to get back to town rather than camping out at night. Or we could try. I mean, all right, let's camp out. Problem is, we can't even do a full watch. We're gonna be resting and exhausted by the time we get back to town.
I'm not even sure if I can sleep right now. Anyway.
Your horse doesn't need rest, does it?
Yeah, but as far as like all the checks go, we'll be exhausted, so that means we have disadvantage and all that stuff. Out of character, of course.
If you make it back fast enough, you won't be exhausted.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought after one night of
If you leave now, you'll arrive like 2 a.m.
okay, but if we stayed out here and then we tried to go back home after one night, we'd be exhausted, right?
Let's,
one-
let's try to
If
make
you
it
stayed
back.
out here and didn't sleep in the morning, you would be exhausted.
Well, we can only do a half night's rest.
Let's try to walk home in the dark.
A half night's rest is no rest at all.
Exactly.
I can assure you of that personally.
yeah, for sure. So yeah, let's walk back, Lyra, and I'll guide you because I can see.
I'll
And,
guide you, just if you have some kind of light.
Okay, so I cast. I mean, do you want to
Not
lead
a
the way?
super bright light. We don't need everybody in the woods to know where we are.
Oh boy, don't forget it's misty at night, so you're gonna give off light for a huge distance. Just a ball of light moving.
So I'm
My
gonna
candle
cast.
not be that bad, because it only does a small amount of light to begin
It's
with.
not gonna, but it won't show you very far either.
But it would help me get home.
Correct.
So
Alright.
okay, if
Because
I,
Ash can keep lookout if I have my candle so I can see the way back. Because he can
Correct.
see farther than I can.
Yes.
if I cast enhanced ability on her and that lasts 1 hour, will that work for a survival check?
No.
All right.
You guys we're doing what then?
We're heading back to town with my candle and Ash on lookout.
Baldric, can you roll a 12 real quick?
Sorry, caught me off guard there. I thought I was done. Roll a what?
D12. I just want to see if you summon any bad guys. Sometime after midnight, you arrive at the outskirts of the town. Everyone is asleep except for a few watchmen who wave torches in the night along the parapets.
So I'm going to prepare a spell.
Yes?
It's called.
How tall is the wall?
Like 10, 12 feet.
Oh, never mind. Cancel that. Sorry. I didn't realize the funeral rite had to be performed with the body.
Kind of need bits and pieces, right?
Yeah.
If we all get on Echo and I cast Levitate, can we just hop over the wall, basically?
I believe levitate does not allow you lateral movement, but if you stay low enough, you would be able to like use your hooves to force. You could make this work.
You can use it says you can use surfaces like the wall to move,
Yes.
and
Yes.
then I can move her back down.
Yep.
If she's willing.
Yep. Just to be clear, you guys are sneaking into town by invading using magic. I want to be 100%.
You said there was nobody there to answer the door.
No, I said there were guards walking along the parapets with torches.
Oh, my bad. I thought everybody was asleep.
No, there are 2 guards that are moving along the wall with
Can
torches.
I wait down a guard?
Who's out there? Stop where you're at and identify yourself.
Hey, I'm Lyra.
And this is Ash.
Prove yourself. Tell me something only Lyra would know.
I gave the woodcutters squirrels. They gave me a nice flute.
Technically true. Okay.
Is that enough?
All right. Good enough. They push open the door, and one of them says, "No, look. You shouldn't be coming in this late at night. It upsets the guards, especially the lieutenant."
I gave him a silver.
Okay. He closes the door behind you all.
Yeah. Is there stables, by the way, in town?
There is a stable, like where you can tie a horse to, with a watering trowel and a feed bin at the inn, but it's nothing so fancy as a full stable.
Okay.
I mean, you don't know of anyone else here that has a horse.
Right. So I bring up Echo there and tie her up. And make our way to the inn.
Very well. You make your way into the inn. The innkeeper is asleep, as is her father.
Are there any victuals out and about?
Nope. No, they don't just leave alcohol lying around for someone to just take.
I mean, they might leave it in front of our door or something.
Such a thing does not exist. I'm sorry, what are you saying?
Nothing.
Say it a little louder.
I didn't say anything.
Look at this motherfucker. He thinks he can go into a hotel in the middle of the night and be like, "Barkeep, show up. Barkeep, where are you? It's my last call. Give me that bottle. You left me a bottle, right?"
Well, she did say she would prepare. I thought she said she would prepare and leave food out for us.
Such food might be there. Victuals, I believe, traditionally refers to a bottle of wine. Googling that. Let's see. Hey man, whether it's true or not, that's my take on it. That's
Okay.
how
In
I-
your,
So
in
is
your
there
universe,
There is a bowl of hot soup left out for you.
Ash digs in and offers.
What'd you say?
Victuals traditionally refers to bread, chow, comestibles, food. Very well, Connor Hughes. Oh, you also linked a definition, I see.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, friend. I thought it traditionally referred to a type of wine left out for guests.
You gotta read more Redwall.
Oh, listen to this guy. I don't read things. I tell people them.
Fair enough.
Listen, I can't wait for my vacation. I'm going to play so much video games and read books. Something I haven't done either of in quite a little bit. Yeah. You know, you guys sadly, exhaustedly, I mean, you've been up for hours and you were both up at 3 o'clock in the morning. At now, 2 o'clock the next morning, you are dragging your sorry carcasses burned -1 gentle Minotaur back into the inn. Lyra, a super sad rock ballad that is a minor key version of the Friends theme song begins playing as you stare into your drink and you just see the face of Baldric and you remember all the good times you've had with him, all the times he hasn't allowed you to be captured or died or stood by your side.
All the interactions with the Rat King.
He's been there for you.
Ash,
Remember the first time you called him a cow?
now he's dead.
Now he's dead. Ash, how do you feel about all of this?
Ash swears a vow of vengeance to kill the Hellhounds and make them pay.
I see. On the 11th day of your arrival in Corsair Port, Baldric was killed. So, Shep, you got any ideas for your next character?
I actually don't. So,
Oh boy.
I'm going to have to, because I know I said I'd make a backup, and I meant it when I said it, but I forgot all about it. So I am going to have to figure out what I want.
We'll say maybe a Dex or Int character would be useful.
I don't want a rogue, obviously, because we've got that in the other campaign, but I might do a magic caster. Maybe.
Honestly, Wind was a lot of fun just in the one spell that she cast. It was really fun.
It was a great spell. Yeah. It made all the difference. So yeah. I think the harder part will be what kind of character do I want to bring in? Because I'm kind of starting to get the feel for the role playing. So I'll probably develop the character first and then see what class might work out best. I don't know. I'll figure
That's
out
the
something.
funnest way to do it.
Yeah. Because I want to be really annoying next time.
Why?
I was
Can I
gonna
ask
ask.
why?
But because, it's just kind of fun. I'm trying to mix it up so that I'm not the same character every time. Every
Like a
time
Bardy character? Like, what do you mean by annoying?
I don't know yet, but,
Wow, look at this anti-bard
Hey.
slander, you motherfucker. Why, when you hear annoying, do you automatically jump to bard?
Hello, my context for Bard is Mortrick.
Several of my greatest characters have all been bards, friend.
Some of my favorite characters I played with bards.
I'm just saying my context for Bards are Mortrick.
I guess the last character I personally played was King Cats, which will tell you how long it's been since I played a game. King Cats was amazing. Pondo
That's
was
a
like,
good character.
Pondo was like, oh yeah, you think you can beat me, Eraserhead, in the superhero battle? And I was like, well, Pondo, I'd like to unlock my moment of truth, which is where I get to do whatever I want, and you as the GM have to sit there and listen to me narrate my victory. Pondo was like, shit. The math system is a little weird. I mean, you
I
wanna
did
do it-
not ever fail enough rolls to get the XP.
Well, I mean, that's a good thing, though, right?
I guess, yeah.
Speaking of EXP, you guys get a whole sum total of 0 for this episode.
Rough. It's rough.
I know. Do we want to dissect how things went here?
Sure.
I'm just asking. You guys are the ones that dissect how it went. So
I would like to ask Shep, would you be interested in continuing to play Baldric if we find a way to revive him, or do you want him to stay dead? Do you want us to look for a way, or do you want us to leave it be?
I'm totally... I would play him. So I didn't know if you guys were powerful enough to bring him back some way.
Not yet. Usually you go and find somebody else who does it, and you have to pay them.
Yeah.
Unless you're high enough level, which we won't be until I get to level 7. I think it is.
You are level 7.
Not 7. I have to cast level 7 spells.
Yeah.
Oh,
Which is like
That's a ways
like
away, right?
16.
13 or
13.
something is
Yeah.
when the first one I can do that requires is body.
Given the rate of our experience gained so far, that seems like a long ways away.
Yeah, but Baldric may come back years from now.
Oh, really?
If you got pieces of them, right? I mean, how strong is the revive spell or resurrect spell or any of that stuff?
Well, one of them, you have to have a piece of the body, and it has to be within like 200 years.
Uh-huh.
And then the other one, you can use it from nothing, which I might be thinking of Pathfinder. When you come into it, you'll get resurrected in a random body.
That's reincarnate.
Reincarnate. And yeah. The more up you go, the less body pieces you have, the more the spell's going to cost.
So the answer is...
As long as you didn't die of old age, you can be brought back with magic as long as your soul is willing.
Yeah.
Or unwilling if you want to be raised as a zombie.
You know what? I think it'd be interesting. So whatever you guys want to do, I'm still gonna make a backup character, but then I'll have that on the side anyway. And then, however the games work, if he comes back, I can be Baldric the zombie. Whatever.
Sure, I mean, Ash and Lyra both came back from the clutches of evil.
There's a little bit of difference for being charmed and being toasted.
It might take a while if we don't find someone a higher level than us. But if we can find another higher level caster to do it, if you are interested in it, then that's something I would pursue in character.
Yeah, I think it'd be fun. If it's worth it to you guys, as a player, I think it'd be very interesting. But it's got to be worth it to you guys too.
Mm-hmm.
We got a lot of rescuing to do.
Yep. Yeah. I mean, as far as dissecting how things went, like I'm not really sure where where we were supposed to go. I mean, I guess we could have taken out that hobgoblin, but it seemed like that was.
I
just
thought we
as
got a
dangerous.
warning not to do that. That's where
That's what I picked up as well. Yeah.
Well,
so I feel like we were supposed to go down to this.
Supposed to. Oh my god.
I have to admit, I kind of also felt like you were like hinting at us to go that way. Not like we had to. I knew we had other options, but I thought that was the
So let me ask
path
you a question.
hinted at.
Let me ask you a question. You still haven't killed the succubus, who you know to be outrightly evil, and you have a hobgoblin who trades in slaves, but you think that I sent you in a specific direction.
Yes.
Okay, I
I
understand.
mean,
It doesn't make sense.
I think you were hinting at us not to start those fights yet.
yeah.
From the words that you were saying when
Listen,
we mentioned it.
Oh, wait,
I
wait.
want to tell you.
Wait, I want to cut in here because
go
since
ahead.
I'm the new guy,
Yeah.
and I would say I think we've all played with AP well enough to know that he'll say one thing, but that doesn't mean he's like saying don't attack the hobgoblin. He will definitely make us decide on our own to do the action.
I agree with that.
True.
Cotton,
Yeah.
I want to tell you a story. You've heard this one before, but I want to remind you of it because it seems you might have forgotten. I once ran a play-by-post game called Chrome Blood, and a group of players made a secret cult, including a code language or something on it. They made a whole separate Discord server just so that they could talk about their secret undercover cult. They began embedding secret messages that were numerically coded for people to decode. And they asked me at some point, hey, would you like to bring us on, like, could we make our stuff more mainstream? Would you pay attention to us? And I said, are you sure you want to do that? And when I said that, they thought I was threatening them. And they immediately were like, oh, fuck, Arthur's about to wreck us. Don't talk about it anymore. Just talk about it in here. Okay, lockdown. We only talk about this, the secret cult inside secret cult channel. No more talking about it on the main server. And afterwards, I was like, hey, whatever happened with that? And they were like, we thought you hated it. And I was like, I just want to make sure you guys are all okay with it. All I said was, are you sure about that? So I feel like, look, let me ask a question. Is it me? Do you feel that I am personally, as a person, giving you signals saying, don't go here, don't go here, go here? Or
Yeah.
is it the characters saying, hey, don't fuck with me? Obviously, I'm way too strong to be fucked with. Don't fuck with me. Go someplace else to go hunt other prey.
I definitely felt a very strong push to go to the temple.
That's for sure.
I'm not going to
I
deny
felt
that.
a slight push to leave the hobgoblin alone.
It wasn't
as
not
big.
going to
It wasn't
deny
nearly
that I
as big.
definitely want you guys to go to the temple. because I honestly don't feel that you're ready to go chase after Win yet. I feel like that would absolutely be death. You don't
That's
have
fair.
any idea. You have no idea where she is, who she's been sold to. You're gonna go wander around a forest until you find a Badlands with Drow raiders and Duragar slavers. You have
That's
no
all fair.
information.
That's all fair.
I felt like focusing you on the temple meant you had content you would be capable of taking on. I wouldn't have to expand the world more. Yes, it is a bit of a less than sandboxy move, but it seemed like something that you were more capable in.
I don't mind you giving us a push, like, hey, you might want to do this. But I mean, I'm sure if we wanted to go to the other place, you wouldn't have stopped us.
I would not have stopped you.
No, yeah, totally. But I mean,
I just felt I caught the hint to go to the temple, and I thought you were giving us another hint to go the other way instead
Ooh.
of the hobgoblin.
for sure. Yeah,
No.
I felt
I
that.
read it as that way.
Once you were there, I had no preference.
Well, I think those hellhounds, they were. I mean, they just wrecked us. I mean,
That's
Yeah,
true.
that was
They
a nuke.
did- I gotta tell you, they all acted before half your party, and Ash's only action was to make a single attack that did not do that much damage.
right.
I mean, look, I'm just gonna say it. If Ash had bottlenecked that door, if he had stood there and blocked them all from flooding in, it would have been a very different fight.
And I want to say that's the door I meant to go to, but when you went to the other door, I'm like, okay, we'll see what happens.
Yeah, but I mean, the 15-foot radius thing. If all three dogs lined up there, they still would have. Three of them would have made attacks.
Possibly against no.
Well, and
Only one of them could have attacked through the doorway.
No,
They could have flamed through the doorway, yes, but it would have just caught you.
but they would have caught also Baldric because he was standing
Maybe a little
behind me in a cone.
Maybe a little bit. But the
Yeah.
real problem was that you guys got surrounded and then hounded.
No, it's very even if Ash blocked the door, maybe Ash would have been the toasted one instead of Baldric, because
I don't disagree with that at all.
Yeah, you would have been in line of fire.
I'm saying, as a game master, maximum stopping power would have been to put something in that doorway to keep the dogs from running wild.
I agree
Yeah.
with that, but I thought I was a little bit too squishy to be the one in the doorway.
Well, I mean, yeah, I agree with that too.
Yeah, Baldric was going to head there, but I mean, clearly the nuke took him out pretty easily. So
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how difficult they are to kill, but
We may never know.
yeah. Well, we're going back there, so
Connor's like, I'm just going to go check Hellhounds on D&D Beyond real quick.
I think, if I remember right, Baldric would have had the best time with some of his spells getting them taken care of, but he got knocked down pretty quick.
Yes, he did.
yeah,
He basically had no actions.
yeah. I mean,
I don't have a good area of effect spell. But I could have casted Moonbeam, or I could have casted.
That's
an
a good
Entangle,
area of effect spell.
but only 5-foot radius.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So if
so it
you
means it,
if
4
you
squares,
cast
right?
that, yeah, I mean, does that count that way? If you cast it on the corner, does it count on 4 squares?
So you cast it in the center of a square, and then all of the squares around it, all 8.
Mm-hmm. It takes up a big portion of the thing, actually.
Yes,
You could have got them all when they were like flamethrowing us.
correct.
Okay.
But he
Yeah.
was dead at that point.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, he was fine up until he moved.
That's true.
I was the dead one.
Yes. All right, friends. Some have said that I'm to blame. Others have said that time is the enemy. Still more have said that Connor, really, it's all his fault. I might be the only one saying that last one, but I fervently don't believe in it.
I think a lot of people are going to say 5 hellhounds are a bitch. So
Yeah, they are. I'm gonna get. Look, the audience already gave me some shit. They were like, "Rip."
yeah.
If they were lined up better, I could have really hurt them.
I don't disagree with that.
I mean, given a lot of different circumstances, we could have done a lot better. But that was sort of exactly the scenario where they could just all spam their like ultimate move and like rip us.
I don't
out.
disagree.
But-
Allow me to say, welcome to the West Marches.
Yeah.
Baldric. Rat friend. May you rest forever.
He may be back. Maybe he'll come back.
I'd be excited to see a less toasty Baldric revived. Or he could even, if someone comes along with the druid, he could be reincarnated and end up turning into like a giant ratling, a half rat man, or he could even turn into like a hobgoblin or something.
Would you be opposed to reincarnate?
No, I love reincarnate.
No, I'm talking to Shep.
Oh,
I am open to any direction we want to go with it. So,
Azamar Baldric,
yeah,
who then hooks up with Ash's mom.
I could become. I could be
I'm
resurrected.
half lady. I'm half angel too, lady.
I could be resurrected as a familiar. I don't care. It would be. I'm curious to see where it would go.
Baldric is a wizard, it's a rat familiar.
I kind of want to resurrect him as a cow.
Wow. What is wrong with
Wow,
I'm just saying.
you are vicious.
You're awful.
Gosh.
Wow.
You know, I liked it up until that point. You lost me.
Cow
You're so
familiar.
mean.
Yeah.
That's
At
not
least-
even on the familiar list.
Make me at least resurrect him as a bull, and he can be someone's steed. That could work.
I mean, a cow is likable.
Yeah.
I mean, like it could function as a steed in some
You know,
respects.
a cow is a very proud animal and one of the animals of my state. Thank you.
I don't think cows are proud.
They are rude, and
Yeah.
they're kind of cute, and
They poop everywhere.
My town is covered in cow statues where every single one is individually painted in different like colors and different themes.
Yeah, like a Space Marine chapter.
Yeah, just like that. But there's a lot of them. They're all over the place around.
Yeah, just like Space Marines.
Yeah, I guess there's
There's 1,000 of them. Let's do some outros.
All right.
We covered a lot today. Hellhounds, cows. Hellhounds and cows. Are cows familiars? The answer is no. Cotton, let's start with your outro today.
I am Cotton. I doodle and stuff. You can find me on Twitter or AP's Discord, and you can find me on my Discord if you wanted to play Pokemon Detectives. And let's go to Shep.
Hello, everyone. I'm Rob Shepard. Find me on Twitter, Twitch, and everything else as Rob Shepard. I draw D&D creatures, characters, and all kinds of stuff. So stop by. I'll be twitching later tonight for a little while. And continuing the drawing that you may have seen on this show.
Oh, they saw it.
Yeah,
They saw it.
I know. So I hope to see you there. So I'll be sticking around after this show. So if you're there, don't go away and come on by. Connor, go. Connor?
What time are you going to start streaming, Rob?
I'm probably going to stay right here and stream as soon as we're done, to be honest. So,
Okay.
yeah.
I'm gonna toss my host over to you then.
Sounds good.
Yeah, I'll take a short 5-minute break and then stream.
All right. Yeah. So if I will pick up the mantle here. Rip Baldric, the greatest Minotaur paladin to be seen in West Marches. And yeah, my name is Connor Hughes. You can find me at twitch.tv/Connor Hughes. I make comics and stuff. And yeah. AP.
I am old and weathered, but not with the wisdom of one who has experienced such ages. And I feel slightly bad that my players were killed tonight, but also I feel like I am being blamed for some things that might not totally be my fault.
Hey,
I guess
No,
I
I just said I thought we would lead there.
I know, I'm gonna
think
have
we
to
made
be more-
mistakes in the battle.
wait,
I'm gonna have to make my more better choices in my dialogue.
wait. But isn't denial one of the stages of mourning, right? Or in grief or something like that?
I guess.
So
I'm not in grief though. You guys might be in grief.
I
not
know,
me.
I know.
No,
mean,
I
I'm
think
gonna-
when it comes to the actual fight, that was definitely on us for making poor decisions. I was just saying I thought that's where we were supposed to go.
Sure. I will print out Baldric's character sheet and burn it with a lighter and pour it into a shot of rum and drink it, because his soul now belongs to me. I will gain his power and his courage.
You are sort of like the lady.
I mean, I don't know where this sort of has come from.
So you are the lady.
I wouldn't say I am the lady. I would say that the I am the inspiration for the lady.
Okay.
Dark power with omnipotent grasp over evil.
So the lady is just gender bent you.
Wow.
I mean, who's to say that?
Who has corrupted you to this extent, Cotton, that you would say
Pondo?
such things? Wow. Pondo, you have a lot to answer for, my dude. The lady's complicated, and if you watch New Game Plus, you'll realize why. New Game Plus, what's that, Arthur? Great question. That's my other D&D 5e stream Wednesday nights that takes place in a different world, same material plane, same gods.
Yeah, I hear their plans actually work out sometimes.
Listen, man, they made a like 18-part plan. They hit every single roll. They were like, all right, we're gonna hang underneath a cart for 2 days following these halfling raiders. And I was like, make a roll, bitch. And they were like, how's the 20 sound? And they were like, okay, now we're going to sabotage all their stuff. Then we're going to set the carts on fire. Then we're going to move around the camp and kill people. Then we're going to show up and lie and say that we're here to, you know, join the movement. And why is everything on fire? And why is everyone being killed? And at every step of the plan, they succeeded. And I was like, how is this happening?
We should try making those plan things instead of just say, let's go here and see what happens.
I mean, you got to know what's going on there to have a plan, right?
Yeah.
Fair. Next time we know to include stealth in our plan.
I mean,
Good
we're
luck.
not very stealthy, but sure.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, I like, what's the point if we just like if we're not going to be seeing things, or if we're not going to be?
We're not very perceptive either, neither of us. Oh, okay.
No.
So
no.
maybe that's what I need. Maybe I will make a rogue scout or something like that. So I'll
You
check
don't
it out.
feel pressure to push into like a rogue.
Ranger.
You said you didn't want it. Yeah, I was gonna say Rangers also got a lot of the same skills.
No, I
Yeah.
thought,
Hunter.
and I like
Rangers suck.
I like Rangers even if they suck. But I read one place, so it doesn't make it true. It was on the internet, but one person's opinion was that the rogue scout was actually a better class than a ranger.
Yes, they're
Yeah.
correct.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah. I
The
was looking
Rangers
at.
don't get a whole lot. They didn't do them much justice.
Yeah.
Because it's all situational for them.
Before I had Win, I was going to make a scout.
Bard, my friend.
I
Play
love
a
bards.
skill bard that has tool proficiency in lockpicks,
Yeah.
and you're basically a rogue that is much cooler. Friends, that's it for us tonight. We'll be back next week with more of this tasty New Game Plus action. Will Bearded be here? Will everyone die again? Will I be blamed for directing them back to the temple? Just to be clear, I've got content prepared for that crispy south journey, but I don't think you're ready for it. But you won't know unless you go.
I think that goblin's toast next time.
Maybe
That's
you'll-
what I say.
I think we're pretty set on revenge next time, so don't worry about it.
You're like, that's it. We're going.
Now
dog
you're
hunting.
angry enough, right?
Yeah.
Well, that's okay because you know what? Within character, right? Now you've had the death of a new friend, so now you're pissed off.
The
And evil
last
must
scene
pay.
of the next episode is going to be Cotton pulling her spiritual weapon out of a dead hellhound and saying, "The cow says moo," and then pull it out, and there's like blood and viscera that goes spraying everywhere. She like takes some of the hellhound blood and puts it underneath her eyes.